I want to make sure I'm looking at the camera, girl. Oh my God. What? Hello? Hello? Hey, y'all. Hello? Am I still even loved? Am I still even loved anymore? Somebody loves you, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I even loved anymore? I mean, it's like, what's the tea? Dear God, let me go on my Twitter. Baby, when I tell y'all, y'all hold the motherfucker trying to, baby, y'all, why y'all want to fight me? Why do y'all want to fight me? What? I want to know. Hold on, I'm looking. Ooh, it's a lot of stuff going on Twitter. Ooh, really? Why y'all want to fight me? Hold on, I'm on my Twitter page right now. I'm just trying to see what's going on. Let's get to the area and see what they really on. Right. Girl, I don't know what's going on. It's just like everybody want to fight Shantora. What Shantora did to y'all? I mean, what did Shantora do to y'all? Hey, babe, what did Shantora do? I'm trying to figure out what Shantora did, girl. Oh my God, Shantora ain't did nothing to y'all. Jesus, 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 what Shantora did to y'all? Girl, all I said was that I did not think that Brandy was the vocal Bible. That's all I said. Not all kind of fat men trainings, all the things. It's just like because I said Brandy not the vocal Bible. Like me and Craig said that on the show, and we talk. This what we do on Fag Talk. I fucked up and called Carlton a church sissy. I didn't mean to say it. What my inner thoughts was thinking that shit, and it's just was like girl. So I apologize, girl. I went and did a whole Anita Baker. I apologize. I took accountability. Hey Tim Bay, I took accountability for the shit I fucking said. I said, damn, that was wrong. That boy ain't did nothing to me. Cause he ain't never did nothing to me. He ain't never did nothing to me. He ain't never said nothing about me. Well, there was a time that I was hot with him about don't read me, reach about. It's another situation. But he ain't do nothing to me. He never did nothing wrong. So I did say church sissy, and I went upon. I was big enough to say I'm sorry because I did jab a person that ain't do nothing to me. And I'm big on being able to go back and be like, all right, Madison, bitch, you don't want nobody doing this shit to you. So don't do it to nobody. And I did. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that you really adore and because I am a self-proclaimed church sissy, I adore this person's content, and so that wasn't necessary. And so therefore, I apologize. Now the rest of these pussy ass motherfucking hoes, like them other people, y'all ain't getting no apology because I mean if I stood 10 toes down on every motherfucking word I said about them dog ass bitches because we got problems. But this right here, nah. I ain't finna sit up here and apologize for the way I feel. I personally believe that there is the Holy Trinity. Y'all already know. I say this shit already. Y'all, I personally believe that it is the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity is Whitney, Mariah, Celine. The Holy Trinity wrote the Bible. In the Bible, there are many chapters and scriptures. Now, I will give Brandy a chapter. I give her a verse. I may give her a book of the Bible. Of the Bible. I'm not giving her the whole Bible. I'm not doing that. That's just not. I'm not doing it. I didn't say that Brandy can't sing. Brandy is a beast singing. Bitch, it's so many. Ha 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 ha. The voice control is amazing. The things, the things are off the chain. The things are off the chain. The things is off the chain. But I'm not giving it. I'm not. Y'all not gonna pin me to the floor. Y'all not gonna hold me down on the ground and hold me down and take your elbow and put your elbow in my throat like this and tell me, bitch, this what she is. Yes, the people say that it was she, but if you ask me, and when we talk about it on my show, I have been the same. I have been the same, saying the same motherfucking thing. I say the notebook, the scrapbook, the notepad. I have said this stuff because you take notes from Brandy's singing techniques is what people take notes from. And the way that she layers her voice, all the things, like all the things. You take notes from this. But I'm not motherfucking sitting up here, let y'all hoes bag me up in the corner because y'all windmilling and fighting and telling me all this shit about you're not doing it. I was raised in the church. I'm a church sissy. When do you know that church queens take the Bible very seriously? Church queens take the Bible very seriously. Church punks take the Bible very, very, very seriously. And so you're not gonna put the Bible over there to me and tell me that this is the basic instructions before you leave Earth. Bible means basic instructions before you leave the earth. Uh-uh. No. Honda B I shot. No. I'm sorry. I know y'all want to fight me and y'all want to do this stuff and y'all want to, you know what I'm saying? I know this what y'all want to do. But I'm not going for that because I'm not scared of none of you motherfucking hoes. And when you bitches get on there and y'all start talking all that trash ass shit about how I'm fat and I accept that, how I'm a punk and a man in the wig and all that stuff, you got to go, y'all got to go there because I don't believe in that Bible. She might be the Quran. She may be the Quran. But so y'all think y'all gonna just you talk about the King James version? No, the King James version. Mm-mm. No, no. The King James version, the Quran. Yes, we could get it the Quran, but we're talking about Old Testament and New Testament. No, girl. No, girl. No, she is a chapter from the book. She's a chapter and a verse. I ain't even gonna front on Brent. I'm not even finna hold you on that. She's a chapter and a verse. She might even be two chapters. She might be um Deuteronomy when Moses in the book with the Exodus. She might be Exodus when Moses set the people free. She might be in the book of Exodus. The book of Exodus. She might be that. For me. And this is for me. This is for me. This is for me. And y'all not gonna I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. If I can't make y'all bitches believe that I was a motherfucking woman, y'all ain't gonna make me believe motherfucking goddamn that girl is the book of, is that girl is Proverbs. No. Y'all not gonna do that to me. And I'm not bashing her. I see y'all holding it to myself. I don't like black women because I said Brandy not the vocal Bible. My God. Y'all find any motherfucking way to try to equivalent to correlate me not liking black women to anything I fucking say. Y'all can't be mad at me because that's how I feel. A lot of you hoes say I ain't did nothing for the trans community. Okay. A lot of y'all hoes say, bitch, I'm jealous because this one doing this and this one doing that, and I'm mad, this and other. With all the shit that I got going on, y'all don't say this about me, so okay. I let y'all have y'all opinion. I don't even run the list down. But then when the people come out and say, hey, I want to be like her, you'll be like, okay, well, y'all didn't hear that, but that's fine. It's okay. But you're not gonna make me believe what I don't believe in. His mama called him Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay. His mama called him Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay. You said Whitney was the Bible. Whitney was the Bible. Whitney also was the voice. I feel that Whitney was more deeper than just the voice. I felt that Whitney was way deeper than just the voice. I felt Whitney was on a biblical level because she studied the Trinities before her, the Orethas, the Dion, the Saramon. You get what I'm saying? She studied the Orishas before her, the Grand Divines prior to her. So, and Patty. So I'm just, don't get mad at me because that's what I get. That's how the way I feel. You know, Whitney said, I believe the children, I believe the children, I believe no matter what they take from me. Travis, I did not disrespect. How did I disrespect Brandy? What did I say? Because I didn't say that Brandy was the vocal Bible. The Quran. Okay, she can have the Quran. She can have the Quran. She's the Quran. Okay, she's the Quran. I'm just not doing the King James version. You say I disrespect Brandy all the time. No, Travis, don't do that. I'm just not going. It's just not the King James version for me. That woman can sing to the floor and back. Shaka was studied. Correct. You know. But this is what the people said. Like, though, there are people that have given her she's the vocal Bible. And the very first time that I heard it, I was just like, "You mean which? When you say Bible, when you say Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth, Bible. I think the Trinity wrote the Bible, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the Mother, the Daughter, and the Holy Spirit. But y'all not finna be trying to pin me in no corner about that. Y'all got to get somewhere and sit down with that bullshit. No, y'all not. You know, y'all not doing that. I prefer Kelly Price. I prefer Kelly Price. Do now and listen. I don't even live for Kelly Price attitude. I want to hear Brandy saying "Somebody Loves You, Baby" by Patti LaBelle. I want to hear her saying that. "Somebody Loves You, Baby." Send me her singing that. Send me her singing "Somebody Loves You, Baby" by Patti LaBelle. Cause I just watched a version of Kelly Price singing "Somebody Loves You, Baby" by Patti LaBelle that made me be like, Patty, God, leave that girl. That woman was tearing your motherfucking song up. You asked, do I like Jessie J? Yes, I like Jessie J. And here's the thing, just like y'all writing Kiki Wyatt down there. Um, um, I need to hear Kiki Wyatt saying something else. I need to hear Kiki Wyatt saying something else. I need Kiki to say something else. No, I'm not a singer, but I'm a listener, RJ. And see, RJ, you've been trying to serve me on Twitter for the past couple of days, and I haven't dug into you like the trades do you. I haven't dug into you, and you've been slick jabbing at me and stuff like that, and I've been like, girl, nah, I've been trying to stay off of you because I know the areas you gonna go in, tranny man, and the regular stuff that you do. Now y'all know. Now you know I gets real up. I gets real, 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 real low. I goes beneath the skin. I goes beneath the skin, and then I go beneath that. And I don't want to do this to you because I know you feel some type of way about the artists you love and the people you might not like my character and all that stuff. And it's okay. You may like me some, you may have a love-hate relationship with me. It's okay. That's why I've been over there I've been trying not to respond to you because I know the light's gonna go off. I'm gonna close the curtains. It's gonna be dark. And I don't want to do that. Because you ain't do nothing to me. You ain't do nothing to me. But I've been seeing you, RJ. I've been I've been I've been seeing you. Cause I'm on my phone all the time. Somebody said, how can you be so rich? You been this how I make my money. I make my money by my phone being in my hand. I'm not a singer. I'm not Beyonce. Beyonce got time to be in the studio. She ain't got time to be on her phone. I got all day to be on my phone all day. I'm making money right now while I'm sitting in my hotel room talking about what's going on. So don't tell me if I'm so rich and famous and so this and the other how I got time to be responding because my phone in my hand. That's how I got time. Cause this what I do. My phone in my hand. I can't help that y'all don't make social media make money for y'all. It works for me. It works for me. But I ain't got no pressure with RJ. But I be seeing and I politely skip over certain things. 'Cause I'm like, girl, TS, 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 TS. Here you go going dark again. TS. But again, I have sit here and praise this woman, and but it's just y'all not gonna strong. Just like y'all not gonna sit up here. Y'all don't think that I'm the best. Y'all don't think I'm a good representation for the trans community. Y'all don't think that I do this. Y'all think all I do is this, and I ain't got no. I see how y'all think about me. I see how y'all be what y'all think about me, and that's y'all opinion about me. So why I can't have my opinion about y'all fave? Why? You say RJ is Ray J. I tell Ray J that. When I talk to Ray J, I tell him, bitch, your sister can sing. Bitch, your sister is one of the greatest. Your sister is one of the greatest, bitch, and you need that. You best to be proud, bitch, that you are Brandy's brother, bitch. But the Bible, I'm not doing that. I tell Ray J that in his face, and I tell her in her face if I was asked. I think Tamar can sing too, but I don't think that Tamar is the vocal Bible either. I think that Tamar can sing, but I don't think she's the vocal Bible either. You said, who is my Bible owner? King James Version. King James Version. I think K. Michelle can sing. And there are areas I think K. Michelle's voice is magnificent for country as well. I think K. Michelle's voice is great in country music. I think that. Come on, ask me about some more singers, because I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel. I think Jennifer Hudson is a great actress. I think Jennifer Hudson is a great actress. I think Beyonce can sing to the floor, to the ground, and that she's an exceptional entertainer. I don't think that there's nobody matching Beyonce's as an entertainer. I think Adele can sing. Lettucey can sing Boots. Minnie Riperton could sing, but we waited on her whistle. Ariana Grande could sing, but she's no Mariah. Me and Nene Lee sound just alike. I think Jasmine Sullivan it can sing. I actually think that Jasmine Sullivan would have played a better Aretha than, and she would have fit the she'd have fit the Aretha story more than Jennifer Hudson. Candy is an exceptional writer. Candy is an exceptional writer. Fantasia can sing. I feel this Fantasia needs to have a gospel album. I want to hear Fantasia in her gospel era. Sierra can dance. Sierra is a wonderful dancer. I'm seeing y'all comments. Mahalia Jackson, the queen of gospel. Shantae Moore can sing. Jasmine Sullivan can't play Patti Bell. She would have been more of a Aretha. Jasmine Sullivan has an Aretha tone. Jasmine Sullivan has an Aretha tone. Aretha tone. Yolanda Adams, I like two albums. Dion was the girl to study. Dion's voice might be uh it might be Camel cigarette tone now, but bitch, Dion was the girl to study. Vesta could sing, yes. Vesta could sing. Mary Mary, I like their TV show. Leandria Johnson sings to the floor. Leandria Johnson's vocal sings to the floor. Gladys Knight sings to the floor. Sings to the floor. That's young Dion was not the girl that you wanted to tap on the shoulder. But she made a lot of money and she smoked a bunch of cigarettes, so she got older. But young Dion was not the girl that you wanted to tap on her shoulder. Karen Clark can sing. Rihanna is a great entertainer. Let me up, hold me down. Duran can sing. Chrisette Michelle, I need to know 2 songs. Beverly Crawford, gospel. Don't sing nothing else. Ann Nesby can sing. Paris Bennett can sing. Down. Teyana Taylor, I like her acting. She's very sexy. She can dance. I've heard a tone or two, a song or two. Kim Burrell sings to the floor. Kim Burrell, down. Even though I don't care for her, her attitude. Tremaine Hawkins sings to the floor. Come on. Come on. No, we talk about women here. I haven't got into the men's department yet. Ashanti, pretty. Very pretty. Denise Williams can sing. Avery Wilson can sing. Tony Braxton. Let me tell you something. I'm finna fuck y'all hoes next up. Tony Braxton. If I had to listen to Tony Braxton or Brandy, I'm from the era of a Tony Braxton. I like Tony Braxton. It was many factors that factored in for Tony Braxton to me. What's going on? You say I like niece. You say I like grit voices. That some I like voices that have. I like voices that have soul in them, and that's my preference. I didn't say that nobody else couldn't sing. That is my preference.
I should stay. I would only be in your way. So I'll go, baby, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. Next!
My baby Stevie can sing. And I hear Tony Tones all up under that. And I've actually sat and I've watched Brandy sing Whitney Houston songs, and I was doing like when Aretha was watching Patty sing "Ain't No Way." I've watched Brandy sing Brandy sing Whitney Houston songs, and I sat there and I watched, and I was like when Aretha saw Patty singing "Ain't No Way." Um, who somebody put in there? Faith Evans to the floor, to the floor, face to the floor. Wait a minute, y'all comments coming in too fast, girl. Y'all, you know, it's comments coming from everywhere. Wait, okay. My niece said, "What's wrong with Brandy? She's amazing." I didn't say nothing was wrong with Brandy, niece. They mad at me because I said that she's the notebook or the scrapbook or the notepad. Or, okay, if we're going to get to the Bible, she's a chapter and a verse. She's a chapter and a verse. I did, she's a chapter and a verse. When we start talking about basic instructions before you leave the earth, no, no. And no, I'm not a singer. I listen to songs and music. When I used to tell y'all that when we used to sit up and have these discussions that uh Tevin Campbell sounded like Whitney on certain songs, I told y'all I can tell that he studied her from the way that he sang, the way the inflections and all that stuff on the songs. The inflections and all that stuff on the song. And when somebody when that interview came out and he said out of his mouth, he studied Whitney. I said, I knew that because of the way that you sang songs. Whitney studied Dionne Warwick. She studied Dionne. Whitney studied the girls. Whitney studied all the girls. Girl, Anita Baker studied Sarah Vaughan. Sarah Vaughan and Anita Baker, I wouldn't have been able to tell their voices are different. Young Michael, yes. The older Michael, entertainer. You say Whitney studied Natalie Cole? Natalie Cole could sing. Sade has her lane. Sade has her lane. We're not even bringing Janet into this conversation. Why would y'all do Janet like this? Why would y'all make me do this to Janet? And I love Janet. Why are we bringing Janet in here? Why are we why is y'all putting Janet in here, raw? This is terrible. Well, she in here, so let's go. It's all for you, little sinner. It's all for you. Love, love, and legs upon it tonight. Ah, do. Ah, do. We're talking about singers. That's like putting Janet and Madonna in the same conversation. Janet and Madonna will be in the same conversation. Ooh, what's that? What's that, girl? Looking out my window. Mm. Oh. Diana Ross. The microphone been so close to Diana Ross' mouth all these years, and we've only heard her. I want my soul. I don't care if he's young or old. I just want some strong man to hold on to. I want my soul. Ooh. She's very of a sexual. She's very seducing. Very seducing. Very seducing. You know, in Vogue, the girls together, they were the girls. SWV, girl together, they were the girl. But Coco was the T. Miss Coco was the one that was gonna take that bitch to the floor. Sometimes it's soft as a misty wind. Girl, why is he put Jennifer Lopez in here? We know that that's like asking me about Ashanti. When you think about Jennifer Lopez, all you need to say Ashanti. Jay, don't walk away, boy. My love won't hurt you. Don't walk away. Girl, why y'all writing Latasha Scott in here? Latasha got two, three notes. As I stand here contemplating on the right thing to decide. Will I take the long direction? Oh, my love. Cut close. Very, very Keith Sweat. They were the female versions of Keith Sweat. Cut close was the female version. And you know Keith Sweat, they couldn't sing. Keith Sweat had all that dick. Keith Sweat had all that dick. That's what it was. Keith Sweat had all the dick. When Keith Sweat asked those hosts, how deep is your love? How deep is your love? He needed to know, can that dick touch the bottom? Cause ain't nobody finna sit up here and tell me that Keith Sweat dick ain't long as my motherfucking arm, bitch. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that it ain't. I know it is. I know Keith Sweat got down to them motherfucking panties, bitch, and them hoes can't find themselves no more. Blue Trail is she's a. I needed to hear some more from Blue Trail. I'll find a way. Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey ain't eat enough grits. She ain't eat enough grits for me. Mariah Carey ain't eat enough grits. She needs some more grits. But it's those times that time has passed. She ain't eat enough grits, but cheese grits. She need to get out. Mariah Carey should have been spent a little bit more time at the Waffle House. But I will tell you this. I will tell you this. It don't matter, bitch, if she spent two nights at the fucking Waffle House, bitch, and with Ariana Grande could never. Not in Mariah's prime. Not in Mariah's prime. Bitch, please. Thank you. Next. No, ma'am. Thank you. Next. Niece, you said I like. Hold on, let me see what my niece said. Niece, you is tearing me up down here, girl. Hold on. Niece said that's what it is. You like power over agility and range. No, I actually like the combination of them all. Whitney had power, Whitney had agility, and Whitney had range. This is why I don't see no girl topping Whitney. Even when Whitney was smoking the motherfucking Newports herself, even when she herself was smoking those Newports, and bitch, she put a little bit of that boonk in there. Whitney still had agility. Now her range had got cut off because she couldn't have that breath control. CC Winans was the closest to Whitney. When you listen to CC Winans, she was closer to the second version of Whitney, not first Whitney, not first Whitney, second version of Whitney. I'm talking about Whitney from the era of uh Your love is my love, and your love is my love, Whitney. I'm talking about that. CC is that era of Whitney. We ain't talking about CC being that first. Because when they was up there singing, hold up the light, save the one from darkness, hold up the light. Which, bitch, no, no. Yes, Whitney was most definitely an Omega level threat. That's just what that is. For me, Christina Aguilera. I see y'all right, Christina Aguilera over there. I put Christina Aguilera in the era of she's on a borderline Jennifer Hudson, a white Jennifer Hudson, but she got some grit with her too. Cause I don't need all that. It's it's a tricky one with her for me. Cause I like her. I like Christina Aguilera from the Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? That part when she said, um, the girl inside. And she stopped. I said, oh, she studied Miss Whitney. She studied her. Cox is Deborah Cox. Tamia can sing. Let's be clear. Tamia can sing. Tamia, they be resting on Tamia. They, for me, Kelly Price is up there. Kelly Price is up there. Kelly Price is up there. Tina Turner, rock and roll. When we were together, everything. It's very nasally. I put her and Miss Thing, Miss Patty, almost in the group, but Patty has more. She's more soprano. When we were together, everything. Patty is an instrument. Patty is an instrument. Patty is a trumpet. If you listen to Patty's voice, Patty is like a constant trumpet. Bring him up, bring him up, bring him up, bring him up. That's a trumpet. That's a constant trumpet doing that. You said Shaka is a horn. Shaka is I said woo, woo. Mm, ah, you might be uh, y'all right. Tamar I already done talked about Tamar. Who said Shaka can't sing? Now see, I didn't even say Brandy can't sing, because Brandy can sing. Brandy can sing to the floor. Brandy can sing to the floor and back again. I'm just not giving it the Bible. I'm not doing the Bible. Y'all not gonna get me. I'm not doing that. I'm not finna be on the praise and worship team of Brandy. Selena Johnson can sing. I said, beat it up and make my walls fall down. Beat it up, beat it up, and make my walls fall down. Beat it up. What Melanie Fiona say? Y'all calling out names that I don't know the catalogs enough. CC Peterson can sing. I know that he loves me too. They be sleeping on CC. CC ain't to be fucked with. I don't wanna be that man. I know that he loves me You say Angie Stone? Yes. Sybil. Don't make me over. Now that you something, something that don't make me over. Yeah, Sybil could sing, but yes, I think Sybil and Michelle A in the same lane. I would know Sybil and Michelle A singing at the same. Don't make me over. Ella Fitzgerald, next level. Next level. Jennifer Holliday, next level. Young Jennifer Holliday, bitch. Like in all the storybooks, the white knight came and took the little girl. I am love, girl, please. Um, y'all just know her for I am changing and I'm telling you, y'all know her for the Broadway stuff. But bitch, I'm on your side. Um uh so many stuff that Jennifer, I was like, God, leave this woman is gone. Um you said Fergie. Shirley Brown sounds like Shirley Brown gives me Aretha. Lisa Fisher, yes. How can I? But we waited for Lisa's whistle. If here's this is how I feel, right? And I'm not being motherfucking funny. I feel if I wait for parts of your song, it's cute. If I wait for parts of your song, that's why I'm not really a huge Mariah. I'm not a huge Mariah connoisseur. Even though Mariah has hits on top of hits on top of motherfucking hits on top of hits on top of hits on top of hits on top of hits, bitch. But has she outsold Madonna? Has Mariah outsold Madonna? Is that a yes or no? Have I seen yes or no? Mariah has outsold Madonna? Girl, somebody said no because Madonna been out since the 60s. You bitches is messy. So Mariah has outsold Madonna? I don't believe so. Cynthia Erivo can sing to the floor. You said Madonna, Gaga voice tears Madonna voice up. But has Madonna sold, has Mariah outsold Madonna? I keep seeing people saying, yeah. You said Mariah has 220 million. I think Madonna has 300 million. I think if numbers serves me right, 300 million and 220 million are not the same. Now those are the millions of dollars that I would love to motherfucking have in my purse. But and Madonna can't sing better than Mariah. Oh, Madonna's 300 million. Okay, well, you don't need to, because we not waiting on Madonna to come through there and put her earpiece in. Madonna got those like get into the groove, boy. You got to prove your love to me. Yeah. Oh, Madonna has 400 million records sold. Oh, Girl, y'all talking about Madonna been out since the 1840s. You know what? I don't. You know what? See, y'all get y'all the one. No, ma'am. You know what? I'm finna do this just for y'all.
Love, oh, my baby face. Don't leave me in on this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Come back, bring back the smile. Come and take these tears away. I need your arms to hold me now. The nights are so unkind. Bring back those nights when I held you beside me. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Undo this. Heard your calls when you're out and walk down my life. Unwind these tears that cries for midnight. Unbreak my heart, my heart.
Bitch, when I tell you that y'all can sing though, y'all over there playing with unapologetic gumbo. That y'all can sing. Even though that he playing around terrorizing Tony Braxton like that, Tony Braxton, that y'all can sing. Y'all over here playing, bitch. Oh my god. I love it. I love it because it's just the way he did. Uh, you say Madonna and Mariah are close in albums? Okay. Let me see if Craig is what Craig doing. Let me see Craig the link. Let me see what this whole doing. Uh, my bring back the nights when I felt trade inside me. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Okay, now let's switch topics real quick. So you know the Bodyguard soundtrack outsold so many other girls' things, right? I had heard a rumor somewhere, which I'm glad it was just a rumor, that they was talking about remaking the Bodyguard and using Rihanna. I was like, what's she gonna sing? Let me up, hold me down. Hold on, let me call. Do y'all think a new Bodyguard album from Rihanna would sell like the old Bodyguard album? Where you at, Saggy? Girl, let me send you this link because we in here. I'm in here ringing it up. You got me in trouble again, girl. Girl, talking about Brandy. Girl, you got those kids on here wanna tap me on my motherfucking shoulder. I'm on stream, y'all. I'm finna send you the link. Girl, you eat online with these people? These people don't say you fucking eat. Hold on, let me send you this link. You got it, bye, girl. There we go. So you said the musical edition. So do you think that a Rihanna album, a Rihanna soundtrack, like a Rihanna Bodyguard soundtrack, would come through and eat the original you said nobody brought us Sia. Phyllis Hyman. All right, let's talk about Phyllis Hyman. Phyllis Hyman's tone was very jazz. Very jazz. Um, and I think she could have done Broadway. You said okay, somebody sang me a Chrisette Michelle song. What's the Chrisette Michelle saying? I need to see. I wish we could play music on here. So you like Phyllis's disco stuff? Don't blame me. Don't tell me. Tell her it's over. It's over. Don't tell me. Tell her it's over. Did Craig come in here? That bitch talking about he's eating. Etta James, blues. I'm gonna say something that y'all ain't gonna live for. I, as great of a singer that I think Whitney Houston was, I didn't like Whitney singing everything. I didn't like her singing everything. I did think that there were songs that I've heard other people sing that I know Whitney would have destroyed, would have sent it to another place. Like a lot of Celine Dion songs, Whitney would have punished them. I feel like Whitney would have punished um for all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrongs you made right. I think Whitney would have I think Whitney would have ate that. Because you love me. She would have tore that up. She would have finished that song. Um Donna Summer could sing too now. Donna Summer could sing too. No, I didn't say that she did. Okay, I didn't like when Whitney sang, um, and I'm telling you, I didn't like that. I'm not going. You're the best man I've ever known. I just don't think that it was enough grit, enough for that. Donna Summers did have power and range. Vanessa Williams, I got work to do. I got work, baby. Uh, Gloria Gaynor, uh, I will survive. Mm. You said I'm sleeping on Chrisette. What do Chrisette sing, girl? Oh, it's a guest in here. Let them wait. Let them wait. I'm talking to my son. Hold on, let me add this homosexual in here. Daughter!
Girl, why are you bothering me on my day off?
Girl, you is never off, bitch. You a fag. Fags are never off, honey.
Why are you bothering me on my day off?
Girl, the children had pee up my cap back, girl. They had said, girl, that there was no way. No, 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 no way.
Girl, I was in here steaming my face and, luxuriating.
Uh-huh.
But you did let Brandy hold it, and I tried
I
to
did
stop you.
not. Craig, don't come in here with those lies. Girl,
Uh-uh.
girl, I
See,
did not let her hold it. I just
mm-mm.
said that she's not the vocal Bible. I said
I know
today.
exactly what you said. See, Your Honor, I have the evidence right here.
I didn't say.
Yes, ma'am.
I hear her.
I gotta stop. I can't ring Brandy up like that. No, I'll be ringing her up. Yeah, you be saying Brandy. I do not tell Brandy. Vocal Bible now. So what do you give her? Notebook. Take notes. Well, this is why I have to come back. See, take notes. My thing is there. Bible is basic instructions before you leave Earth. Right? And listen, see. Basic instructions before you leave Earth. Right. No. That's not her voice. No. Notebook. Take notes, bitch. So then what is Monica? Oh my God. Because I'm going to tell you, oh my God. Brandy has a better ear than Monica. Oh my God. Now, those of you who didn't like what I was saying about Monica, but they never made Monica this and with good reason. And with good reason. Now, see, Your Honor, the evidence will show that you did kind of go in on that lady.
Because I wouldn't say Bible? Craig, because I wouldn't say Bible, girl?
No, I don't think that you have to say Bible for real. I do think that, and I was reading
Okay,
like some.
okay, she's the Quran, girl. Okay, the Quran. The
But
Quran.
but you know why that doesn't work? Because you don't believe in the Quran. You
It
don't
works
believe
for.
in the Quran. You don't believe in the Quran.
Okay, the Torah. The Torah then.
You know what? But you know what? Here's the thing. I do feel like people get so sensitive. People are getting so sensitive about everything. And I was really thinking like yesterday, well, I said this to you. So I guess we just gonna have to sit around and talk about what we're eating and what we talk, because they don't want us to talk about nothing. And I don't care what we say, what we do. Anybody else can say the same exact things that we say. Excuse me, because ironic. Excuse me. Ironically, I just finished eating. Sorry. Ironically, I saw a clip yesterday. Somebody tagged me in a clip of Kaya tearing the icon up. But the same queens that be upset with us, laughing and giggling and kiki and commenting under Kaya stuff. But
Oh, you
because
saw them. You saw them doing it. Yeah.
but because we're part of the community, we shouldn't do it. Because if we do it, it's transphobic, even though the icon is not trans, or it's homophobic because I'm gay. But I guess it's because the gays expect that type of lashing from someone outside of the community, and they can't appreciate it if it's coming
Well,
from
we
us.
didn't even lash though.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I just kind of feel like we're in a space, because a good friend of mine called me earlier. She said, "Listen, let me tell you something." She said, "For those handful of people that are upset with you all about whatever it is, think about the hundreds of thousands of people that you guys are impacting, whose lives you are changing. You stand at that VIP meet and greet just like I do every time we do a show at City Winery, and those people stand there and consistently say, these are straight women, lesbians, these are non-binary people, these are trans people. They stand at that thing most times with tears in their eyes. They can hardly compose themselves because they can't believe that they're standing there talking to you or us or whatever it is. And they're like, you have shifted my life.
So we can't stop because there are a handful of people who are upset. One other thing I want to say, I think that it was great that you apologized to not Carlton Banks, even though I felt like it was a joke. No matter what we think or believe otherwise. Um, but here's the thing, and there were a lot of people who were saying, "Oh, he's not problematic at all. Why y'all going after him?" But here's the thing: there are people who felt like he is also problematic because he makes jokes of people who have health conditions. So now he can't make that kind of content. I think his content is purely innocent and
Well,
it's funny.
I do feel that I did take an unnecessary jab.
Okay,
I
well, that's
did.
good that you own that
I
because I
did. I
said
feel.
nothing.
Yeah, I know you didn't say anything, but I do feel that I took an unnecessary jab.
Yeah,
And I let my inner thoughts come out. And those were my inner thoughts, and they did come out, and so there was unnecessary. Of course, he's someone. What, Craig? He,
Go
he
ahead. I'm sorry.
he's definitely someone that I follow. And I am a church. I am a church sissy.
Hmm.
I was baptized two times.
Hmm.
I've been grew up in the church. I was a church sissy. So
Hmm.
it's just like a lot of that stuff that hit home. Like I would think, like me and other church sissies called me that same day.
Yeah.
James Wright Chanel, because she's the church sissy.
And what he say?
I'll tell you offline.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But James called me. Duran called me.
Uh huh.
Like a lot of the girls call me, and I got it, and I said, listen, they called me and was like, girl, you know, I like what Duran told me. I'll tell you that offline, but I like what he told me, and I was like,
Okay.
I get it. Um, I love what James said to me, but this is stuff that we see. We grew up in the church, so
Right.
as sissies in the church. So you went to Catholic school. You don't know nothing about the
No,
codes
no,
or the.
bitch. I did not go to Catholic school. I did not go to Catholic school. I went to regular school, public schools. Now they were gifted schools, but they were public. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Girl, so
ahead.
as church sissies, it's just little things that
Yeah.
we see that we notice as the queens, that done going on in the church. So that was my inner thoughts. That was my inner, and I had no business jabbing that boy's sexuality or sexual orientation because that's not his. He hasn't said that he's gay, or he hasn't even alluded to that. But that was me being satirically malicious, but satirically, not in a place of, oh, I'm going after him. It was just like right
Yeah.
there to cuss.
What? But see, here's the thing, and like, again, a friend of mine from New York called me today, and she said to me, and this is a straight woman, and she said to me, "Listen," and well, I said to her after she said that piece to me, and I said to her, "Well, when you look at Jimmy Fallon or you look at Jimmy Kimmel, when they do those opening monologues, they jab, and it's satirical. People laugh at it, and a lot of times their jokes are based in truth. They're rooted in truth, and people laugh at it. It's on public broadcast television, so it's like, why does it feel like the line is different for us? Because I'm noticing that there's a trend. Every time that we make a joke about the gay community, there is a crop of gay men who are like, oh, they're homophobic. Every time we make a joke about the trans community, there's a small crop of trans women who are like, oh, they're being transphobic. So what
Hold
I'm
on,
hearing you,
hold on. Let's do this quick. Keep that thought. Well, I'm Team Netta too. You said Team Netta. I'm Team Netta too, and I'm Team Netta too because I'm. We just talked about it on the show yesterday that the Hawk Tui girl is getting a documentary. So if the
mhm.
Hawk Tui girl can get a documentary, why can't Netta and Charles them have their own stuff that they have going on? Why are they not worthy enough to have the things going on? And you niggas that claim that y'all Team Netta, when something great happens for them, I don't want to hear y'all over there acting like, well, I'm not gonna watch this because they this and the other. Like y'all, you know how y'all carry on with me. I ain't watching this. Why would I do that? I personally feel that if the hawk to a bitch can get a damn docu-series because she said hawk to her,
Mm-hmm.
they must. Everyone should be able to have the ability, as far as color folks, to have some motherfucking show.
Right. Um, but what I was saying was, whenever we make a joke about, whenever we make a joke about uh, trans people or gay people, we're accused of being homophobic or transphobic. So it's almost like what I'm hearing from this small crop of people is we can't and shouldn't make jokes about trans or gay people. Because everything that we say is not rooted in homophobia or transphobia just because we make a joke. And the point that I illustrated to my friend earlier was, it's just like when you look at comedy in general, a black comedian can say everything they want to say about white people. They can call them trailer trash. They can call them, they can affect a white poor trash quote unquote accent. But as soon as a white comedian talks about black people and start acting like they hood or using like vernacular that's labeled as hood, now all of a sudden they're racist.
Hold
So it's
on.
like,
William Wilbur said you and TS are not anywhere near the same level of Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, just FYI. That might be why. Well, I guarantee you that I can sit in those same rooms as Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel. I actually have.
it doesn't matter whether you think we're on the same level or not. The analogy is still true. And see, again, I'm getting exhausted with explaining to people, like somebody in the comments said, what we do is satirical. I think some people just miss satire. They just don't know what satire is. But the other thing that my friend said earlier when she called is we live in a space and time now where people just aren't used to people being honest the way that we are. They're not used to us being to people being brutally honest. People are walking around with this cloak, this veil of bullshit where they're pretending that they like you, they're pretending that they're okay with, whatever the status quo, but secretly they are not. But because we have literally, and this is the analogy I gave my friend, I said, what we've done with Fag Talk, it's almost like we have ripped the ceiling off of the queer community. And so now everybody can kind of look down in and see what's going on because we've given them binoculars. We've given them binoculars to be able to look in. And we're giving them a sneak peek at the stuff that goes on. So that's why sometimes the OnlyFans girls got mad. Remember we talked about that? Sometimes the OnlyFans girl, not all, but sometimes the OnlyFans girls get mad. The girls that are fucking in the park or in the train stations, on the stairwells, and whatever city they're in, they get upset with us because it's like, how dare you let them know what's going on in here? How dare you expose us that way? So then they want to say that we're elitist or we think we're better or we're just old and washed up or whatever it is that they're saying. But we've basically ripped the ceiling off and we're letting everybody see what's really going on. And they don't like it. They
I
don't
got to
like to be
pee. Hold on.
exposed. Okay. They don't like it. They don't want to be exposed in that way. And because we are those voices that are doing it, because we're the voices that are doing that, we are on the end of the whip. We're on the receiving end of the whip. We're on the receiving end of the whip. And, and I've seen so much commentary on Twitter where people are saying, um, we've gotten to the point that we've gotten really malicious. Or we're trying to recreate what you and Kaya were doing over at the Queen's Court. What I'm going to say here, and this is just my statement always. I am not going to keep clarifying. I'm not going to keep explaining. I haven't issued any apologies yet. I won't say that I will never issue an apology because there may come a time that I may need to issue an apology. But what I try to do when we're doing the show is offer some sort of balance. And that's what people are not talking about. People are not talking about the balance that we offer on that show. When we're urging people to go and vote, when we're urging people to support Black and brown owned businesses or organizations or whatever the case is, like or the fact that we put money in people's pockets through paid for your say. Like people aren't talking about those kind of things. They just want to tear us up because I guess they're bored, because they're miserable, because they didn't think to do this, or because they tried to do it and it didn't work. Um, but I think the beauty is we are older, and so a lot of this shit can roll off of our back and just kind of
Well, Craig, what I think too is that we live in a clip society.
yes,
We live in a clipped world, like where they only take clips, and then from that clip,
uh huh,
from that clip, and from those clips, what tends to happen is, they make narratives from clips,
yeah,
and so people are like, oh, I don't even watch this shit because they just so, oh God, that's all they do is attack. And
mm-hmm,
so this is why I think that our focus should be
mm-hmm,
moving forward. Our focus should be just communicating with the people that are here,
mm-hmm.
and not to address the clips anymore.
I, my friend Danielle and I said that. My friend that called me
So we
today,
can't, like, if there are people that are held, because TikTok is a clip community. You'll
it
take a
is,
piece of clip, clip, clip instead of watching things in its full context, and
yeah.
that's okay. And we have to, like, we got to really start living in. That's okay that they don't want to know the full context of it. They just want to get a clip, and if that clip suits the narrative that they want to fall into, then that's just what it is.
Now,
And
now,
from
now, now, I will say this. I think that's going to be harder for you than it is for me.
You said this is damage control. No, this is not damage control at all. This is,
Yeah.
if I want to cuss one of you motherfucking hoes. See, I haven't blocked you with those double eyes because you've been really trying it in the thing. Now, this ain't damage control because I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. I because I'm a big bitch. I was big enough to apologize for something that I saw the error of my way. I'm not sorry for none of that shit I said about Tasha K, her children, Michelle ATL and Brown. I'm not sorry about none of that shit I said about them motherfucking hosts. Nothing. There's nothing about what I said, no matter where it went and how dark it was. There's nothing about that that I'm sorry about. So it ain't no clean
Thank
up
you.
about that. I just like to let you know that. This is us sitting here talking right now to the people that are here.
Right.
And
But
again, Brandy is not the vocal Bible to me. And I'm not apologizing about me saying the Quran, maybe two scriptures, the notepad, girl, honey, on ellipsis, whatever those things that you write on, whatever.
it just in addition to what we just said too, though, in terms of not responding anymore, I'm realizing a trend, a pattern that a lot of these people that are so upset, this fake outrage, they really do want our attention. They recognize that if they can get us to respond, then maybe they'll get a few more views. Because there's a child that's out there talking now reckless, and his page just got monetized. And
Ah,
so he's hoping that I'm going to respond, but I am not.
but this is the thing, Craig, right? I feel that this stuff happens and then they don't do nothing with it.
Exactly.
They don't do nothing with it. Like I've responded to a few people and they don't do anything with it. It's just like I want to see you grow outside of this.
I ain't
Because
responding to them hoes. That's what I'm
because
not
of
doing.
your growth, after I done read you down and done tore you up and done pull your titties from up under your mattress, bitch. After I done did that, right? I don't see
Yeah,
it growing anything outside of that because the commentary is still circulating around me and nothing else. This was your chance to pivot from that and show your real talent. You need to
correct,
pivot from that and show your real talent.
correct. But see, they wouldn't know what to do with it. And so again, and I think because like in the beginning, remember we brought on Bino and we brought on I can't remember the young guy's name that had the nails. Because we did that, I think these other people are waiting for us to kind of do, and we're not doing that.
No, no, no. Mm-mm.
We're not.
Uh-uh.
Because I mean, I just don't feel like we should. And I literally today I was thinking about like in Living Color. I know some of you may not remember in Living Color, um, but like I thought about it earlier. I'm like, I wonder how much pressure Keenan Ivory Wayans was under because they talked about celebrity.
Let me tell you something. A Living Color would not survive during this time.
They were not.
It had its run, it's gone. In Living Color, if they brought back the original way In Living Color gave it up,
Yeah,
bitch, it would be canceled in 2 days.
yeah. Because baby, when I said they tore Oprah up back in the day, they talked about bullying. They every time you looked up, they had something. Kimberly Wayans or Kim Wayans. Every time you looked up, they had her in a fat suit pretending she was Oprah at a talk show setting. Like
Baby,
they
that
wore
men
her
on
out.
films, that men on films, and the way that they were using the word fish.
And
Oh,
and tore the gays up. But I just think that at some point we have to be able to laugh at each other and laugh at ourselves, And I really think that it's kind of sad and disappointing that there are people within our community who think that just because we poke fun at a trans person or a gay person or whatever, that some way, somehow, it's just rooted or based in some sort of transphobia or homophobia. That's not our intention. And I'm not
well,
saying that it can't sometimes happen
yeah, because sometimes it
unintentionally.
does. Sometimes, like a person said to me yesterday, like that. Sometimes it does sting the inner child. It stings the inner.
And that's exactly it. I think that's what happened. I think this is unhealed trauma that some of them are experiencing. And so because we step on their toes with these words or with these phrases, it's kind of like a flashback. It's
Yeah.
kind of like when we did the whole supermarket sweep thing. Like there were a lot of people who got it, thought the shit was funny, but some way somehow there were people who felt like we were poking fun at people who currently are living with the virus, and we were like, well, no, we were just talking about what happened in the
Then,
'80s,
yeah, because the
and
virus
that's
is
what was
not.
happening.
And because listen, for those bitches that think the virus is a read, that's not a read. Not
It's
in
not
2024. Not in 2024, 2025. That's not. The only a person that walks in heterosexual stupidity thinks that that's a read. Like
right.
only heterosexuals they be like, girl, still over the girl. They got that girl. They say, girl. Listen, stop it.
But just like that joke offended a lot of people, there were
Hmm.
people who got it and were like, oh my God, I learned so much. I didn't know that. In particular, Gen Z, those that are in their 20s, they were like, oh my God, that's what was happening. I didn't know that happened. They didn't even know that people were dying every other day. You understand what I'm saying? But then also at one of those meet and greets, there was a gentleman that walked up to me and said, he said, I know you probably don't remember me. I said, oh, I know, I do remember you. And I said, when we did the whole show about the supermarket sweep, and because remember, that was the first kind of big thing that happened that people were enraged about. He said, I know you don't remember me. This was at City Winery. He walked over to me and he said, I know you don't remember me. He said, but please keep doing what y'all were doing. He said, I said, no, I remember you. I said, because you messaged me and you told me I was one of the ones who got gathered by the supermarket sweep. He said, and I thought the shit was funny. So it's like you can't listen, you can please some of the people some of the time, but you can never please all of the people all of the time. You just can't.
But you also have to be in a space like where you able to be like, just like I was able to know, like, girl, I did jab that child.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
I was wrong for jabbing that child.
Exactly.
But the question is, were you wrong for BBN?
Was that rhetorical or you really or did you really want to answer here?
Was it wrong for you BBN and CCN? Or just BBN?
Um
You usually speak from a place of what you know. So, girl, I just.
but I'm glad you said it. I mean, I was trying to figure out a nice way to say that.
Ah, hold up the light and save the world from darkness. Hold up the light. Hold up the light.
I mean, but people need to lighten up. I mean, I think people also like to be willfully ignorant too about things. When I say ignorant, I mean pretend to not know something. I think there are people who prefer to be willfully ignorant because there are people who were upset because I said something about Eddie Long or James Cleveland.
Hold up the
But then the question,
light.
but then the question does become, well, if they haven't come out and said, okay, listen, I'm part of the community, maybe it's not our place to say it. Hello,
I'm just looking, girl.
maybe it's not our place to, Now Donnie McClurkin did talk to y'all about it.
He did. We fall down and trades get up. Craig, that has to be a struggle. I couldn't live the life of a I just couldn't do it. And I think that the surrounding public
Mm-hmm.
would live a life like that to appease people. Like I couldn't if I think back over my when I look back over my life and I
Mm-hmm.
see all of the things.
And the thing is, nobody said anything when we said that about Shirley Caesar or Juanita Bynum. It's only when we say it about the men, the gospel men. You ever notice that? But go ahead. What was the rest of what you were going to say?
Uh
You forgot.
no, I didn't. I wouldn't know what it's like to I know exactly who I am. I know
Mm-hmm.
exactly who I am. I know exactly what I like. I know I'm open with who I am and what I like. I wouldn't know what it's like to have to conceal that, like to walk around in a living in confusion.
Right. But also, Madison, it's just, and we've talked about this on the show before. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's why we see certain politicians, certain members of clergy who get caught in the most, or certain celebrities like singers or whatever, they get caught in the most obvious situations, and you're like, what the fuck were you thinking about? Like, why would you put yourself there? Like, for example, like I was gonna say Boy George, George Michael.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. To clean? Yes, I like cleaning. Yes, come in. Come in. Come in.
girl, say it in Spanish, girl.
Ven aquí.
Say it again,
Ven para aquí, por favor. Hola. Come in. Yes.
girl. Say I knew she understood that.
Un poquito.
Girl, she about to lose you.
No, she told me she can't clean the room while I'm inside.
All right, bitch. Come on, bilingual fish.
Can you give me another 1 hour? Yes. Um, uh,
In the Uno.
3 o'clock. Gracias. Mm-hmm.
You better use your Spanish, bitch.
Bitch, I'm from Miami.
I know that's right. But wait, what was I saying? What was I just saying?
Girl, you tried to gag me, girl. Listen, when you from Miami, you got those girls will be talking about you to the floor, girl, tearing
I
you
know that's
up.
right, girl. I
And
like
you
when you use your
and you
Spanish.
black and look like a nigga, and they tearing
Right,
you up, calling you every nigga that they can, and then when they get finished talking, you tell them, bitch, I understood every motherfucking thing you said. Now
right,
when I
right,
knock
right,
you upside the head with this fucking Celia, you see this
right.
Celia right here, this chair. This when
I
you
love
see
when
this
you
la
use your
Celia.
Spanish. Oh yes, I was saying something about George Michael. Thank you, Asia. Um, so like when we see like certain clergy, uh, government people, or politicians, or like people in entertainment, we find when they get exposed because they were in some dark alley sucking dick or trying to solicit somebody to suck dick, Tevin Campbell.
But
That
he
happened years
but
ago.
Craig, he was in the
And that wasn't a
industry.
read. That wasn't a read. That was what happened. Now, what were you going to say before they try to clear me in the comments? What?
He was in an industry where they forced him to be straight to sell records.
Correct. Billy Porter was in that same industry. Do you remember when Billy Porter first came out? He was cosplaying this straight. You don't remember that? So, Tevin Campbell, for example, I mentioned George Michael. George Michael, for those of you who don't know, most of us knew he was gay.
Ricky
But
Martin.
Ricky Martin is another one. But
Let
Ricky
me tell you
Martin,
something before you go. Bitch, Ricky Martin so fine.
yeah, he is.
I ain't even gonna sit up here in front. Where was I at? And Ricky Martin slid up and through there. I think it was the Glad. Or it was somewhere I was at. I said, "Ooh,
Mhm.
shit, baby!"
Yeah.
I told him, "Baby, listen, free holy snaggers, nigga, free
And
holy
see, they
snaggers."
they in the comments now saying, Craig, don't do Tevin. I'm not doing Tevin. I'm telling you what happened, niece. Google is your friend. Tevin's career took a nosedive after this. He was soliciting an undercover cop for oral sex. Now, I don't know if he was giving or receiving, but that's what happened. Same thing happened with George Michael. He was out there in Beverly Hills, and even though most of us knew he was gay, he ended up um, getting caught going into a restroom with an undercover cop trying to solicit for sex. Same thing, sometimes you'll hear about these politicians in an airport bathroom tapping their foot under a bathroom stall, trying to send a signal to let you know that. Because what happens is a lot of times these people pretend to be someone other than who they are. They don't live a gay life. They have a wife sometimes, or they have a girlfriend, they have a children, they have a family. But even if they don't have those things, they don't move through the world as queer people. They don't have queer friends. They don't go to queer events, clubs, bars, none of those things. And so what happens is that desire can no longer be suppressed. And so, bitch, if you just happen to be walking through the airport, bitch, and you see somebody coming through there and you ready to go ahead and put it all on the line, then you're going to go ahead and put it all on the line. Tevin Campbell, again, was in an industry that required him to be straight to sell records. But then one evening he was ready to, get a little touch and agree. And he went down into that alley or that boulevard and
I think
listen.
that at a certain amount of money that you have, that you should be able to buy your happiness.
Wait, what? What you mean we should be able to buy it?
That bitch
What?
was rich. Ain't no way I'd have
Tevin
been
Campbell.
something. Girl, did you see that? Did you
But it's the
see?
same thing that we said about Gerard Carmichael. Why is he on Grinder? He's rich. Why
But
are you?
he's buying what he need to get him through. He get his little fix.
What were you gonna say? Did I see what?
Did you see? You didn't see? It was called Behind the Candelabra. The story
I heard of
about
that. Who
it
was
was
that
a
about?
story about Liberace.
I didn't see it, but I
It
remember
was
hearing
I
about it.
watched that Michael Douglas and Matt Damon.
Michael Douglas played him, didn't he?
He played Liberace, and
I
Matt Damon played the boyfriend,
the
right?
boyfriend. I need to watch that. I remember that
Craig,
movie.
let me explain something to you. When you watch that,
I remember
that
that
shit was so fucking good. When you watch it, right? Liberace sued the Inquirer, sued the publication for saying that he was homosexual, and won.
because he hadn't said it yet.
Liberace had fabulous gowns. He was stoned, honey. Miss Liberace gave the but Liberace was out, and his boyfriend, the boyfriend that he started messing around with, was a straight guy that he became. He was paid for your stay, excuse me, paid for your gay, and he ended up falling in love with that lifestyle. that Liberace gave him.
afforded him. Yeah,
Yes, and then not only that, he really started loving that fucking man. Like he loved that Liberace, because bitch, when that Liberace was over there at the show, he spotted him another little boy toy. He spotted him another little boy toy. He was like, meet me. He was hot.
yeah.
But let me tell you something. I watched Liberace go into the elect. Well, this is according to what I watched on the show. I watched Liberace go into the sex shops and the sex stores and I was like, why in the fuck? And the dude that ended up being his boyfriend was like, hey, you gotta stop doing this
But
before
I
they
think
catch.
it right, and see, and see, and that's what I'm saying. Like I think about this kind of shit all the time in terms of like the queer community, in particular with black gay men. And I'm not saying that only black gay men do this kind of stuff, like go into sex shops and be having sex in the park and bathhouses and whatever. And this is not all queer people, but I often wonder, like, why is that so pervasive, and why does it feel like some never evolve out of that behavior? Some get stuck. They be 70 years old still on Grinder.
Like
Yeah,
Caitlyn what, like 83? She older than Biden.
and
She's
it's like
when Caitlyn started transition when she was like what, 71, 72, something like that.
she was somewhere like that. I think some people get addicted to the adrenaline rush of it, the high. It's a drug, like the allure of just being on there, of the anonymity, of the chase, of the hunt. You know what I'm saying? Even these people who are no longer per se attractive because they've gotten older, like like they're in their 70s or whatever, and ain't nobody 20 or 25 or 30 that's gonna be interested in you sexually unless you're
No.
paying, but you're still on there. So I'm wondering, like, is that some sort of a psychosis or some sort of extreme level of denial? Because why else are you there? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I believe that there are certain corners, dark corners of the community where people get locked in, going to the stroll, the whole stroll, like behind buildings and shit. And every city has it. Every country. This is like you can go to any city, and there's a city where there's a park where the gays go in and they do their thing in the park, and from dusk to whatever.
So we didn't get an opportunity on Fag Talk to talk about two things. You seen
Mm.
August Alsina.
We did not get to talk about that.
So this is gonna be Fag Talk the day after. Fag Talk the recap.
Yes, 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 yes.
Girl, what did you
Now, what actually was happening? All I know is something was going on with him and his boyfriend.
well,
What were
I
they
mean,
saying?
it looks like that they have, even though we knew, we just gotta wait on even what we know, we just gotta wait on them to say it, but we know.
Because even before he came out, I believe that I was saying it then. I knew that he was part of the community. I was saying it then. Like when he put his first, second album out, I had already clocked it. And it's not always about femininity. And I think that's the other thing people think that we're saying too. It's not always about femininity. I think there's an unspoken language that we have in the community, and it's spoken through the eyes. Just like you can, like for example, and this is just an example. Remember when Chris Crockett transitioned to Kara?
Chris Crocker turned to Kara
Chris Crocker,
Cunningham. Yeah.
Kara Cunningham. Chris, he had come and done the Queen's Supreme Court, and when Chris started to transition to Kara, you and I had a conversation, and I said I had no idea that he, meaning Chris, was trans, and you said, "Oh yeah, I knew." You knew that. I didn't know that, but I also think that same kind of thing happens with gay men. Sometimes there's an unspoken language that we have, and
Well,
I think that
her pronouns now are she and her, Craig.
correct. No, no, correct. That's what I'm saying. I'm going back to when Kara was Chris, just to tell the story.
Okay.
But I think there's an unspoken language that we sometimes have within the community. Like I can look at a guy and be like, oh yeah, he's gay. And everybody in the room straight Be like, oh no, you just reaching, or y'all just want everybody. Okay,
Well, Craig, you got to also
okay,
look at this too, right? Come on.
yeah.
Um,
What? What?
I think I'll wait for a second. Even
But
as
I don't.
kids, like you can
That's
see the
true.
things in children. I told you when I worked at the Catholic Charities place that there were two kids in there, and one was one little boy was named Tarad. I remember that little boy, and the other boy was a Spanish boy. I can't remember his name, but he used to antagonize Tarad all the time, and it was because
Mm-hmm.
Tarad was very femme.
Mm-hmm.
One day I came in there and I caught that boy trying to be on top of Tarad. And I was like, "Hi," you know. But this was the same boy. This was Tarot. That was his trade, though.
Yes, God.
He didn't know why he was so enamored by Tarot being film or whatever. Or that the other one was really, he was very masked. Like you knew who was gonna be the mask and who was
Yeah.
gonna be the film. I
Yeah.
didn't say he
Yeah.
was gonna be the top or the bottom.
Correct.
You knew who was gonna be the mask and who was gonna be the film. And
Mm-hmm.
so when I saw them two, I just knew it because he was constant. He would every day he would terrorize him
Antagonize him. Yeah.
every day. And then when I came in,
He
hi,
was shook. Mm-hmm.
but
But that same
he
kind of behavior. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
he didn't understand why, and then
Who
he
didn't
didn't
understand
understand. They
why?
didn't know.
Tarad.
No, the other the tradie one
Uh huh.
didn't he? But it was his own being enamored by this queer kid being able to be queer and a faggy, and he couldn't because he didn't want to endure that, and that wasn't even that wasn't even his mannerisms or whatever.
Well, see, here's the thing. Let's get into it. I think oftentimes when little boys or men who can pass as straight have the most difficult time coming out sometimes because they don't identify or relate to all of the stuff that's attached to what it means to be gay. They don't identify with the femininity stuff. They may not be into fashion and all that stuff. They may be into sports and da 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 da. And I think sometimes that's why they struggle the way that they do. And that's why sometimes they end up going on and marrying a woman, having a child, because they can't really identify or relate to what's typical in the community. And those same little boys, like that, those two little boys that you just talked about, that type of terrorizing follows us through elementary school, middle school, high school. There's always a bully. And you never really understand why. But oftentimes behind that curtain, he is struggling with himself. That's why he's bullying the queen. That's why he's bullying a sissy. Because he has his own identity stuff. And he secretly has a crush. Just like when you see little boys and girls when they're kids, and a little boy keeps, or a little girl might keep hitting a little boy, because she really like him. They say, stop giving him them little love taps. It's the same thing, but to a different degree. Where sometimes those little boys can hate that little queen because they see it, because they really are attracted to that little boy. And it's the same reason why, and I didn't get to say this the other day when we did Fag Talk. I went to Charleston this past weekend, and I was at this club, and the club had like a deck, like a patio that you could stand on, and next to the patio was like a walkway to go down to the next club or wherever you were going to go. There were two guys, two men, they were holding hands, and they were racially ambiguous. I don't know if they were Hispanic or if one was Hispanic and one was white, but they didn't look black, right? On the deck with me was a group of white guys. They were laughing and drinking and cutting up, and this couple walked by holding hands. Those white men didn't say a word. They never even looked over at them. And in my mind, because I'm always thinking and processing, I said, now, if this was some black people standing right there, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was a group of black men, or if it was a group of black women, or if it was a mixed group of black men and black women. They would have terrorized those boys, those men as they walked by there. And my point in saying this is, sexuality seems to bother our people more than it bothers anybody else.
Well, we say that because we're black, Craig. So
Because we're black. Because I'm sure
because
that
we're
there are,
black. So we don't know. We really don't know. But and
right.
we talk from the
And it's
black
subjective.
we it is
Yeah.
subjective because we talk from the black experience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm having a conversation about being black and this and the other, and we think that we're the like this, it's worse for us. Shit, you listen to some Spanish kids be like, bitch, my abuela,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, my Tio or whatever did this shit to me, like, you know, tried to fuck me up, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a
Mm-hmm.
universal thing, but I do
It for
think that
sure is.
that black people are, because it's our experience, I do think that black
Mm-hmm.
people are very dark with it, though.
Yeah. But I still do think that if we did an experiment, like I used to watch What Would You Do with John Keonis. And I know that if they did an experiment like that, more times than not, the white people would have just let those people walk by and not say anything. A crowd of black people would have had everything to say. They would have sneered, they would have jeered, they would have called them names, they would have said, they would have laughed and snickered, they would have done all of the things. Like, it's like, why does that bother you so much?
Well, Craig, you know, I have examples of things like that, of me being a trainee walking.
Uh-huh. Do tell.
I remember, you know, I was walking through a place
Uh-huh.
with some slides on and a sundress as a trainee.
At the
And
beach
the
that
boys
time?
had,
What you
you know,
talking
the
about?
boys had clocked and stuff like that. So, you know, we walking through, girl. Girl, when I tell you, we had to run.
Wait, how long ago was this?
No, this wasn't this recent because that this type of shit don't tear it don't it. Yeah, this
Oh.
I'm not just saying that I'm not clockable because I do get clocked. I
Mhm.
do, but
My
it's
thing is,
not.
I let me say this first before you go any further. I know you say you get clocked, but I just try to think about it from a perspective of if I did not know you. Because like before I knew you, and just for those who are watching who may not know this, I used to see Madison coming down, her shit would come down my timeline. I wasn't following her. I didn't know who Madison was.
Right.
Her stuff used to come down my time. People that I was friends with would share her stuff, and it would come down my timeline. And I'd be like, "Who is this woman?" And I would click on it from time to time. And ostensibly, I didn't know that she was trans. I didn't, because I never watched porn. I mean, I've watched porn, but I had never seen her porn. And so I didn't know any of that. So I didn't have that kind of information. So my point is, I sometimes wonder if people are able to clock you simply because they know
Yes,
your
girl, I get
story.
clocked. Bitch, I get clocked boots. You
But
know.
are they clocking you because they already know? Or are they clocking you because
Well,
it's like, oh,
sometimes it's that, or then it's sometimes it's there are people that are experienced in knowing what the girls give or
that's true.
experienced or whatever. So yeah, you know, but
Okay.
it's the older that I'm getting, it's not as it was like when I was younger. You
Girl,
know,
and you have put on a couple pounds, girl. And I think it's easy for the thicker girls to kind of slide through, girl.
that is true.
Go
That is
ahead.
true. That
So
is
go ahead. So,
true.
so you said y'all had to run.
But this was back, you know.
Yeah.
So you know, and plus we was at work.
Okay.
And so we walking, and it's just like, girl, what's going on here? So I'm talking
Uh-huh.
to my girlfriend. I'm like, girl, I think we should cross the street.
Oh,
So we could see the boys down this way, like.
uh-huh.
So I said, girl, I think we should cross. I think we should cross the street. So we cross the street. So I see them over there. The group of us crossing the street too.
Uh-huh. Oh, they following you now.
Yeah. So I'm like, girl, I think maybe we should pick up the pace. So as we pick up the pace, they begin to pick up the pace,
Ooh.
and then their pace picked up enough where they were getting closer. Girl, when I tell you, me and my motherfucking sister took off running, bitch, and bitch, that's all it took. But bitch, we
Where was this?
started.
Where was this in Miami?
Yes, girl, and bitch, they started running us down, girl. Girl, we
Bitch.
running. So this man pulled up on the side on the truck. He's like, what's up? What y'all? What you running for? What's going on?" I was like, "Oh my God, these men are trying to attack me!" And he's like, "Get in." I said, "Let me in." I said, he looked at her. He said, "Nah, nah."
Because he
Mm-mm.
clocked her.
Yeah, no, that one can't get. You can ride in here. I was like, "Please let my sister get my sister, please." And then he's like, "With that bitch got to ride on the back of the truck." That bitch got on the back
It
of
was
the
a
truck.
pickup truck.
It was a pickup truck. Bitch, that man flew us out of there.
He made her get in the back of a pickup truck.
That man flew us out of there, girl.
Well, at least you.
I was so thankful for him. But I remember I told you that story about that night that I had a date and I was coming up 27th Avenue. There was a Amoco gas station. I was coming
Uh
up
huh.
27th Avenue trying to get right to 79, and that's when I didn't have a car then, right?
Uh
So, bro, you know the men terrorized me over there. A boy rolled past me. I didn't tell you this.
huh. No, I don't remember. Keep
Craig,
going. Let
the
me.
boy he rolled past me on a bike.
And said what? That's
I
how
was
he
like,
did.
I already knew what I already knew what was going was I already knew.
Uh huh.
I already knew that it was Craig. Who was that? Oh, it caught you in the mirror over there.
Right. It didn't
Craig,
turned all the
I
way over
already
there.
knew that it was about to what was finna go down. So I couldn't. My gay mama had taught me do not express fear to them
Right.
because when you express fear to those men, it gives them a rush of
Yeah. Yeah.
they're gonna
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
girl. So the boy he rolled past me on the bike. I'm just walking, girl. I just had a date too, Craig. Just had a fucking date. Girl, he rolled past on the bike, so he looking and the bike went up the street. Then I seen the bike slowly turn back around and come back down the street. So I'm like, okay, here we go.
That shit is the worst.
I'm like, here we go, girl.
So you by
Here we go.
yourself.
Yeah, it's by myself. So I'm like, here we go. So the bike passed me. It came back down and passed me. So after the bike passed me, girl, I was just like, okay, don't run, Madison. Like, don't run.
I
Cause
know
it's
your
gonna
heart
it's
was pounding.
it was okay at first. Then the bike pulled beside me, and then the bike
Uh-huh.
slowed up, and he reached and grabbed my arm while I was walking, and he said, "What you is?"
He grabbed your. He slightly grabbed your arm.
And said, "What you is? What is you?"
And what you said?
I was like, "Honey, whatever you're thinking,
You is that what you said?
whatever you're thinking."
And what he said?
He was like, "What that mean?" I said, "Whatever you're thinking." So then his question was, "Where you going?" I said, "Obviously, you see, I'm headed to 79. You know, I'm going to work.
Where were you going, girl? Where were you
You know,
going,
I'm going to
girl?
work.
I ain't got the clock in for my work, but I'm going to work.
I'm going to work. You know, I'm going to work." He's like, "Oh, okay." So then the bike drove off. I'm
What
steady
did he look
walking,
like? Was
girl.
he cute? Was he not?
He was. I'm walking. I'm steady. I'm like, girl. So as the bike drove off, I'm going. I look back.
Hmm.
The bike returns from around the corner, from like one of those streets, those side streets,
Yeah.
and there's more boys. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Don't run, Madison.
So it's a group of them now.
Yes, now it's a group of them. So I'm like, okay, the gas station's right here. I'm trying to pace myself to get to the gas station. Like, let me get to the gas station. Let me get to the
Hmm.
gas. Daryl, you
Wait,
said three
this is starting
return.
to feel familiar.
Yeah, this is what because remember I told you this.
Go ahead. Go
But
ahead.
I get up here to the motherfucking. I'm almost getting up here to the gas station. So all the boys is in a rush, rushed up in there, and so they wanted to get a spectacle of what you is. All of them. So you a man? I'm like, possibly. Do you still have your dick?
Ooh.
How do you have titties? Let me see your titties. Let me see your breasts. Pull your titties out. Let me see. So I was like, okay, girl. You know, I'm still walking. They just, it's just, it's become a group of them heckling
Hmm.
me now.
Yeah.
So I'm still calm, not to incite, them to like to get their adrenaline rush. So like
Yeah.
nobody attacked me. Like nobody attacked me at all, right?
Hmm.
But it was getting to that point. So I tried to cross the street. Here they go crossing the street
Here.
with me. So I
Right. Here
crossed
they
the
come.
street. I crossed the street back. Like, okay, now, like, leave me alone.
Right.
Girl, when I got there to that gas station, girl, it was like a little, like, you know how that sometimes gas station have a car wash,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like from like
Aside,
on the
separated, detached.
side.
Yeah, yeah.
Girl, when I tell you, I had these box plats, like these box
Mm-hmm.
braids or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It all be, and that's when it just began. One of them tugged it to see if it was like a wig, like tugged to see if it was a wig, like like if the wig was gonna come out, just to tug it. And I was like, stop it, you know, bitch. Once the confirmation that there was no wig, bitch, one of them wrapped that motherfucking those plants up and was pulling me back here, trying to pull me back here behind the car
By the
wash.
kind of car wash.
Behind the car wash thing in the thing right there. So I'm tussling with this one. All of them done. Now it's exciting now because this is the shit that's going on.
I'm remembering this story.
Girl,
Keep
I'm back
going.
here, girl. The boy got my head down here. Got my head down here. The other was just they trying to rape me back here
Right.
behind the motherfucking thing, right?
Car wash.
Behind the car wash, girl. They is trying to rape me, girl. I'm in my battle mode, girl.
Yeah.
Battling to get free. The bicycle pull up. The
Mm-hmm.
boy on the bike had been orchestrating the whole thing. So
Right.
the bicycle come around here, and the bicycle over there like, well, quit acting crazy, like quit acting up like that. All we wanted to get our dicks up, suck our dick, like stop acting crazy, So I'm struggling to get free, I done broke free, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Done ran inside the motherfucking gas station and locked the gas station door.
Uh-huh. 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 This the part I remember.
I'm in the gas station telling the gas station man, call the police.
Mm-hmm.
The gas station man told me, get out of my store.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not going anywhere till you call the police. I'm like, call the police, call the police. The gas station man say, the gas station man, get out. I said, I'm not getting out of here till you call the police.
Right.
Mind you, it's customers outside.
And ain't nobody said nothing while all this is
I got the
happening.
door locked. The boy on the bicycle riding the bike up and down in front of the door. I'm like, girl, you don't see. I was like, sweetie, you don't see this. These people are trying to hurt me. They're trying to kill me. Like,
Right.
and again, Craig,
Mm-hmm.
this is why I have no mercy, no remorse, no care, there's no place in my heart for compassion for anyone
Mm-hmm.
that's trying to attack me.
Right.
That's physically, that's verbally, that's anything. I don't care about any of that stuff.
Right.
I will get in my $200,000 car that I got right
And
now.
your
If
what,
there's
girl?
in my $200,000 car that I drive right now, and right now in this moment in my life, as T.S. Madison, DT, and will run 100 niggas over.
Mm-hmm.
Right now in this moment, will run a
Mm-hmm.
hundred of them bitches over, going 100 miles an hour, bitch. If I felt that if I was in danger, and
Yeah.
wouldn't care anything about it, and would back up.
I know that's right.
So the man telling me to get out of the store, the other people over there like trying to get in the store, or saying to open the door. I'm not doing it. Do you know
Right.
this man never called the motherfucking police? Them people had my head back there, had my head down on the ground, on the thing, trying to get all of them trying to get their dicks up. Trying to get their dicks up, trying to tear my clothes up. All
Right.
of this shit, right? So the boy on the bike done drove off, done rolled off. I'm studying that saying, he gonna have to call the police. I'm not opening your
Right.
door until
You call the
you know.
police.
I came outside and I was begging everybody, can y'all please just give me a ride? Do you know a man told me, bitch, if you ain't had that shit on, you wouldn't have got. They wouldn't be trying to fuck you.
I remember that part of the story too.
If you ain't have on that what you had on, they wouldn't be trying to fuck you.
But you know that's the same kind of shit they say to women who are violated. Well,
Right.
how was she dressed?
If you didn't have on that, they wouldn't be trying to fuck you. And I was like, sir, somebody please give me a ride. I got gas money. Just give me a ride the fuck away
Hmm.
from here. Girl, I got in the van with this one man. He said, you a nigga, ain't you? I was like, yes, but I need help. Please help me.
Yeah,
He said he let me get in the truck. I gave him $40 to take me to drop me off over there.
yeah,
To take me to drop me off on 79th Street. I mean, it's more graphic than that. I could get like very graphic on how graphic
right.
it was. You know, how they were really, really trying to
And,
wear me out behind that car wash back there.
and really and truly, in terms of humanity, he shouldn't have even taken that $40.
And but them others like, bitch, if you wouldn't be wearing that shit, you know.
That's
Anyway,
crazy. That is insane.
I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me, but just know that I deal with a lot of traumas myself. And
Right,
so, not just dealing with those traumas myself, bitch. That's why I'm vicious when it comes down to it. That's why I can read at the drop of a dime.
right.
That's why I can slice you up, your children, your mother, dead or living, because I do truly feel that the people don't care anything about my existence. Like them people's at the gas station, seeing them boys out there trying to fuck me up behind that bill. Now, what if the news would have came on?
You could have
What
been
if the
just like
news
any
would
of
have?
these other trans women that we've heard about that
Yeah,
were
but
killed.
what if the news would have came on, and then I'd have been dead behind the building, and the motherfucker would have been like, "Oh, I saw that happen."
Right. All those people that were at the gas station today, including the motherfucker who owned the gas station, who was in the gas station, who refused to call the cops. That's crazy.
What they was somebody said what they didn't call the police, and they did call it because they knew I was the fucking trainee. That's why. For those in the comment, the man knew I was the damn trainee.
Right. That's terrible.
Girl, Craig, when I tell you I have stories on top of stories, I done told you a lot of stories that done fucking happened
Yeah.
to me. You
Yeah.
know, and I do think that it did shape me as a human being
Yeah.
to be, as tough as I am, but
Yeah.
also like certain shit pissed me off. Like certain shit just pissed me the fuck off. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
I ain't holding this motherfucking in.
Mm-hmm.
Craig, this camera terrorizing me that you're doing all this moving and it's moving. Great. Just let this damn shit sit still.
Well, I was finishing my lunch when you called.
Tutu LaBelle, you said you wish I do a live. Um, well, some wishes might be granted. You never know.
What did they say?
They wish that I would do a life story thing.
Oh. um. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I've been saying that fucking documentary would be amazing, where you could actually see like real account. You know what I mean? Like going back to Miami and pointing all that stuff out.
Yeah. I ain't mad at none of
Mm-mm.
it though, Craig.
Right.
You know how some people be like, oh, well, you put yourself in that situation. And
Yeah.
then it's just like, well, I used to have a 9 to 5.
What was that fish place you worked at?
Oh, bitch, I worked at the many places. I used to have a 9 to 5. I used to have
But what was
several
the
nine.
what was the one where you had to answer something about fish? Would you like to try something?
A 2-piece fish and more? As Long John Silver's.
Yes, a two-piece fish and more.
Yeah, but I used to have a 9 to 5. I actually used to look down on prostitutes. I
Listen.
did. I'd say this shit too. I used to look down on prostitutes because I was like, why would you sell your body?
Mm-hmm.
Until again, the safe space is not safe for you anymore. And then you're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Until the
Mm-hmm.
safe space ain't safe for you no more. This is why when I hear punks and shit be saying all kind of crazy shit out their mouth and be on the side of the foolishness with those people, I'm like,
Yeah.
you do know that they feel this way completely about you in general.
Right. Right. They may have accepted you
Right.
to a degree.
Because when I was working on those damn jobs, Craig, what I started trying to transition early. And so
Yeah, I
working on
remember.
those fucking jobs and shit like that, you know, times are different now. You know, times are different. Surgeries and shit is different. A lot of shit is different now.
Well, remember when I went to France last year? So I did a telling out stories there, and it was a trans woman in the series who said she was working for an H&M and she began her transition. And she said the mistake that I made was that when I started the transition, or as she transitioned, she said I should have switched stores. I should have switched locations. She transitioned at the same store that she was at, and you know what I mean. And she said she faced discrimination. In other words, she felt like if she had gone to a whole nother store, by the time she transitioned, they would have only known her as her new self, so to speak.
Yeah. But I used to work on them jobs and stuff like that, honey. And then, it's like when you changing at work or you changing in those places, like the people
Mm-hmm.
can't take it. And
They no, they can't.
it was very much so. I couldn't understand why at my job that my presence makes you feel uncomfortable to come out of your cubicle.
Right.
Why does my presence make you come out of your cubicle, girl? We
Yeah.
have separate cubicles.
Right.
Every time I got into some HR shit, the HR people was very much so like, the people you can't wear. You, it's like I can't help that because Craig, I might be a
Yeah.
month, I might be a 16, but there was a time I was an 8.
Yes, God. Oh, I heard the stories.
There was a
I
time
heard
when
the
I was
story.
an 8.
I
You
heard the
can you
stories where you used to go. I heard the stories where you used to go into the club and just lift your dress up
bitch. There was a time when it was an 8, bitch,
to
and
let
not
all
just
of the people know.
and not just it was an 8. It was the motherfucking smooth 8. No, this is 16 now. It's two eights. But and here's the gang. You can still see remnants of it, bitch,
Uh-huh.
of
Uh-huh.
the 8.
Uh-huh. You said it was a
But
smooth eight.
it was a smooth 8. But here's the thing though, Craig, right?
Yeah.
None of that shit. I used to get them people telling me, well, you're gonna have to take this stuff off. You're gonna have to do like you're gonna have to
But
like
again,
why do
because
I
there was
have
a
to make my coworkers feel comfortable?
right. But again, that was a different time too, because if they tried that shit today, they would be facing a lawsuit. But again, it just goes to show that times have changed, times have evolved. But I think that there are also straight folks who are sick and tired of that shit. I had a conversation with a friend of mine who's a straight woman, and she works in HR. And she said one of the questions that she sometimes asks her potential hires is, what are your toxic traits? And she asked this of a white man, a cisgender white man, a straight white man. And he said, I listen, I have to be honest. He said, and see, there are conversations that they have when we're not around that we're not privy to. He said to her, I have to be honest with you. And my friend is a black person, it's a black woman, and then this is a white guy that she was interviewing. And he said, I have to be honest. He said, I try to be socially conscious, and I try to address people by their pronouns because they got to do it in their email. Well, they don't have to, but a lot of companies have people at the closing part of their email address is him and her, or up his, him and her, that kind of thing. And he said, I try to address people. He said, but there's a trans person at my job, and every now and then I slip up and say the wrong pronoun. And he said, and I'm so apologetic, and I try to, take it back. And he said, but the tension is in the room, and everybody's looking at me, and just this, that, you know what I'm saying? And so I think also that's part of the reason why people are voting in a different direction, because they feel like they're being forced. A lot of this stuff is being forced on them, and now they got to tiptoe around on eggshells. Case in point, well, not case in point, but let me say this before I forget, because I thought about this earlier. The Republic National Convention was just happened, right?
There she goes. Ambiguous. Racially ambiguous.
Why did Grinder? I was gonna save this for the next fag talk. I think I sent it to you earlier. Why did let me find it. It said breaking news. Grinder experiencing outages due to unprecedented traffic in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where the Republican National Convention was. So all of these people who are voting against the faggies, they clearly over there on Grinder, because why all of a sudden they got all of this traffic on Grinder in Milwaukee?
But Craig, you gotta understand this too, right? It's people that thinking that they're gonna be tearing us up, that will cut off their own arm to destroy us, and they're gonna not only lose an arm, they're gonna
Right,
lose an arm, a leg, an eye, an earlobe,
right.
thinking that, well, I'm gonna fuck them up because I'm sick of having to adhere to this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fuck them up because I don't want to. I'm sick of having to respect this stuff. I should
Mm-hmm.
be
Mm-hmm.
feel. It should be. I should go back. Let's make America back to the times where we can say faggot and nigger and spick and say all the things that we want to motherfucking say and fuck these people up and go on about it. Nobody was fucking. We can ride through. We can burn their neighborhoods down. We could do all that. Let's get back to a time of that, because that's
And
when it was. That's when it was comfortable for me.
yeah,
And
and
then
you
the
know what's
niggas fall in line with, you know what? I want to get back to a time I ain't used to have. I'm not respecting no training.
and
I'm not
speaking of the
respecting
niggas,
no training. I ain't respecting no fag. Like, are you crazy?
speaking of the niggas, Amber Rose.
Racially ambiguous.
But see, I sent this over to you for fag talk as well. Hold on. Because see, I figured we were going to talk about this as well. Um, let me get to it because I had tweeted this. I retweeted it. Messy Miles, you know the guy Messy Miles. He had let me find it on his page. So remember, she tweeted recently and said, "I don't identify as a black woman." Hold on, let me find it. So here's Amber Rose's tweet, and I still may put it on the next fag talk, right? So this is her tweet. She says, "Hi, Joy Ann Reid." You know, Joy Ann Reid is the black woman who's always
Yeah, Joy and Reed tore her up.
tore her up. So she tweeted after that and said, "Hi, Joy Ann Reid. I've never said I wasn't black. I said I identify as biracial. I'm not going to invalid." She said invalid. She's trying to say invalidate my white father to make you feel comfortable, more comfortable. Stop being a race baiter. Your president does enough race baiting for all of us. So Messy Miles posted her tweet. Then he posted this clip of her saying this.
In America, you're considered black. Do you think is that? Do you think that's how people perceive you, and is that how you perceive yourself?
I do not consider myself a black woman. Absolutely.
So you didn't like really?
In America.
Like like wait,
Times are
what?
changing every day. We won't get by with the same way.
All right, so this is her tweet.
I'm so sick
She
of
says,
her.
"Hi, Joy."
I'm so sick of her. And it's just like, I guess she built a career. I mean, you built your career. First of all, that slut walk that she was so famous for a few years ago, you think the Republicans, the conservative Republicans, would have been okay with that? And then it's like, you've built your career off of the backs of black people, having children with black men. You have black boys or biracial boys, if that's how you want to call it. But we already know that pre antebellum, they would have been black, and your black ass is black, would have been black too. Now she may have been on the inside of the house, but you were still a nigger.
But Craig, she's white and black at the same time. She's a Doja Cat.
I guess. But see, a lot of people didn't like how Jocelyn was handling her on that. What was that, College Hill or some shit they were on? Because Jocelyn said, "You was a fake bitch." You know what I'm saying?
Now they
She
say
always trying to act like
Jocelyn. Now they say she stoned Jocelyn too. Now
they said. They said
I
she
heard
beat
she,
Jocelyn up.
I heard they say she took the Puerto Rican princess back to Puerto Rico.
Did she? What?
I heard that. Now I don't know if it's true. Allegedly, the streets had said.
Well, since we talk about Amber Rose, are those streets or those suburbs?
Well, the suburbs.
Since she don't really
The,
identify with y'all.
The suburbs of Grand Rapids, Michigan said.
Wow. It's so, but see, even in her instance, I just feel like it's an instance where she's been really cold out here in these streets. Ain't nobody really checking for her. And this is a way for her to really kind of like get back in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of the popular conversation. I think sometimes these people crave being in the spotlight. They feel
I mean,
forgotten.
that expense though, Craig. You don't think she believes that?
But I don't understand how she could look at like the tenets of Project 2025 and be on board with that shit. Like I just choose to believe that she just has not done all of her homework. I just I can't believe that she did. I really can't. Girl, where'd you go? She done just walked away mid sentence while I'm in a conversation. Girl, you're in the bathroom. Girl, she done went in the bathroom and just closed the door. Well, guys, don't forget to get your tickets for the City Winery Show, August 14th, fagtalk.com. Girl, I'm sitting here just to talk, and you done went in the other room and closed the door.
What?
Girl, I'm in here talking. You done just closed the door and went in the
Girl,
room.
I had to pee. Bitch,
Girl,
you know I done took my blood pressure medicine, so girl, honey,
I was
I've
gonna
been
say,
taking.
girl, this is the second time you done peed.
Girl, I've been taking I've been back on my blood pressure medicine, girl, honey. She makes me pee, girl. That little
Girl,
hydrochlorothorazine little pill, that little bitty tiny pill, bitch, that shit will take you up. Ooh.
now you know they say that a lot of times that it affects a person's erection, and a lot of
Oh,
times
baby,
men,
this did get hard as this motherfucking shell.
because a lot of times men won't take their blood
Excuse
pressure
me,
medication.
with this dick right
No,
here
no, I'm
get.
not talking.
Well, I just want to let it. This dick get hard. If anybody out there that know me, do let you. This dick get hard as this motherfucking wood on this shell, bitch.
Oh my
Hard as this
god.
shell. Don't you try to fuck up my motherfucking goddamn don't try to fuck up my rotation.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like a lot of times, and I wasn't even speaking about you.
Well, I'm speaking for me. This dick get hard as this shell, bitch. I
Oh
am
my
fully
god.
functional. I'm fully
Okay.
functional if need be.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was supposed to be going out of this house. I just sat here and talked to you for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm about to go get me some oysters.
Ooh, that sounds good. Grilled or raw?
Oh, I don't want it raw.
I
Not my
had
oysters. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Now there are new meds, bitch. Baby. Oh yeah, I don't want my oysters. I don't want my oysters raw. Char my oysters. Do my dicks the same way too. Char my dicks too.
Oh my
Blacken.
god.
Give me some blackened cocks.
I cannot with you. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot.
You can't, Craig.
I surely cannot.
Craig, when the last time you had sex, girl?
I plead the fifth. Girl, when the last time you had sex?
Yeah. I probably fuck him in the living
Girl, I
room.
do need a little. I do need to touch a little something.
I do too, child. You know, I ain't been answering my phone. I ain't been returning texts and stuff.
Touch me in the
In the
morning.
afternoon too, baby.
That's right.
In the afternoon too, bitch.
I do need to touch a little something.
Girl, I ain't gonna even sit up here and tell you, like Craig. I want to tell you what I did when I got here to this nice hotel room out here in Los Angeles, California.
You had a date.
Hell no.
Oh, well, what'd you do?
Bitch, you know what I did? I probably fuck him in the living room.
You bought a box fan.
Yes, ma'am.
It ain't cool enough in the hotel.
Girl, it's cool, but you know they be trying to conserve energy out here in LA.
Well, they
Bitch,
doing that in New York too.
they be
Con
trying to
Con Ed
Craig,
sent
they be trying to conserve energy. I'm like, bitch, it's hot outside. I need my motherfucking fan.
Con Ed told them New Yorkers that they need to be mindful that there's a heat wave and to be mindful of what you put in your temperature on, because they'll have a blackout in New York if too many people got their shit pumping at at them really cold temperatures.
He
My
said,
friend, a friend of mine, she lives in New York, but baby, she down in Virginia. She said, I'm waiting for that heat wave. She said, because I'm not. They're not been telling me what to put my AC on. Because they had a blackout one time before, and she went on over to Jersey and stayed in the hotel
for real.
because too many people had their AC going. Like
Baby,
at
listen,
really
I'm not playing about my box fan.
okay.
I ain't going nowhere. Listen, and I'm leaving it here because I be out here in LA so much and I got the same driver. All I
That's not
just
gonna
tell
say. So
him,
where are you gonna leave it?
I leave with my driver and tell him to just bring my box fan so I ain't got to buy me another one.
So now he got to be storing your shit.
Yes, he do. That's my friend.
Sure. Here she
Oh,
go.
Bronner, you take hydrochlorothoris, baby, that little pill. Ooh, baby, that little pill is deadly, honey.
Now, if you just did like I told you, honey, and go ahead and just juice you some celery every day.
Well, when you gonna start juicing me, Craig?
Well, girl, now that you live closer, girl, I mean, you only 19 minutes away now.
Bitch, the studio looks so cute, don't it?
It really does. I really
It
like the
looks
way that
so
it looks.
nice, and then the way the way that it's the way I watched the playback, I said, "Oh, this looks really nice."
Yeah, I did like it. It was nice and close. We still need to talk about that other thing
What?
over there with them people. So she gonna wait till the last minute and want to try to rush me. Over there with them people. The segments. Oh,
Oh,
girl, girl.
well, I gotta wait to see what the children say. I ain't gonna don't do
Oh, you
that.
already you already submitted it. Oh, okay. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh wait, they say just sitting on the right side. Girl, listen, I've been climbed up in this bed and closed these windows in here because I don't gotta work today.
You just
Me,
came
I
early
like to
so you
be
could.
yeah, so I can get settled and all this stuff. I gotta work tomorrow though.
Right,
Bitch, I gotta work tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and fucking Monday and I gotta work.
right,
So
right,
I
right.
came in so I could you said get the one
Mm-hmm.
with the swivel. I don't it's it see the one with the swivel don't make enough noise for me. Oh baby Craig clicked off. Child. The one with the swivel don't make enough noise to me. It's it's the one that sit on the floor that make a lot of noise. It got that buzzing sound. It's something about that buzzing sound that's it do it like here. Wait, Craig, you back there? What you done did, girl? Girl,
My
Miss
other phone
Craig.
died. My other phone died.
Girl, Miss Craig, girl, what you was in there doing?
This other phone died. Woo. Mm-mm-mm.
Craig, you walk
Uh,
around in your room. Look how this what rich bitches do.
I
Rich
got on
bitches
my. These are pajamas.
Rich bitches walk around in their pajamas all day, girl. They ain't went to nobody's job, girl. Craig, report to your cubicle, bitch.
Oh my
Now,
God! You.
Craig, before we go, we was
Yeah.
talking about Brandy and all that type of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
they asked me who was my vocal Bible. I told them that I don't believe a vocal Bible. I believe that there was the Trinity. The Trinity wrote the Bible.
Yeah.
Mariah, excuse me, Whitney, Mariah, Celine, they wrote the Bible.
Yeah.
They wrote the Bible.
I was. It's so funny because right before you called me, I was listening to "For All the Times You Stood by Me."
And I said that
You still haven't watched that lady's documentary. You need to
I
go
did
watch
watch
it.
her documentary.
Oh, you did?
Baby, my mama was bawling.
It was sad.
You know, my mama was crying because my mother got injured on her job. See, my mama
Yeah.
think they thinking that my mama is crippled and this because
Right.
she's old and all. My mama had got hurt on her job.
Right.
And when I think about it, like every time like she tells that story to me, I can't really. I used to be mad at her because I told her that I wanted her to sue the job, and she was just like, all I want to do is go back to work. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the typical what black people will do. Like, I don't want to do this. And so then as time progressed, it started crippling her body. Like this stuff started happening to her body. And over time, so I never said to her no more, but that shit bothered me for a very long time. How that job should be paying my mother for the rest of her motherfucking life,
Mm-hmm.
instead of, you know,
A similar thing like that happened with my dad. When my mom and dad were still married, my dad had some sort of a surgery, and I don't remember what kind it was, but he had some sort of a surgery. And my mother said, after they had sewed him back up, stitched him back up, he started developing like this pain, like in whatever area it was in. So they went in, he had an x ray. Bitch, they had left material inside of him.
wow.
They had left like gauze and some I think it may have been an instrument too. And what happened was his body was reacting to it. And my mother kept telling him, "You need to sue," and he was just like what you just said. Nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. Bitch, do you understand how much money he could have gotten?
Yeah. But God takes care of my mama, like she said, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm very protective and very, like, cause I don't watch my mama go through a lot of shit. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, I feel some type of way about it. So I don't really, and that's why I'm very sensitive about that. Bitch, get up off my motherfucking mama. You don't know what my mama done been through. You don't know none of the shit. Like,
Right.
get up off of her, pussy ass motherfucking hoe. Get up off
Right.
my motherfucking mama, bitch.
Right.
And we don't always agree on everything and shit. We halfway agree on any fucking thing. But bitch, that's mine.
Right. Right.
And I know how my mother's like I know how my mother struggles. It's a struggle with her inside of her body. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
so when she watched the Celine thing, she watched it and she was crying a lot because she's like, she feels trapped inside of her body.
Yeah.
Like, she
Yeah.
feels very trapped inside of her body. It's like, I wanna, like, there are times that I wanna move and I want to do, and I can't.
Right. Yeah. No, I get it. I completely get it. For all the times you stood by me.
Yeah, so I said the Trinity. So, again, right now, currently, there are no girls that, for me, I mean, there are girls that are cute and we like,
Mm-hmm.
but it ain't no girls that's turning it for me.
Right.
So
No, I agree.
that turning it era is gone. Well, for us, it is. The new girls, the new age kids, probably saying, "Ooh, that one, this, ooh, wow, ooh, wow, 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 wow."
Uh-huh.
That's why Beyonce sustaining so long, because
Listen.
because she has a voice that has crossed and and stayed and lasted or whatever. These new
Uh-huh.
girls, and there's no shade to none of them.
Well, it kind of is.
Craig, I can't distinguish who is who. Well, no, Cameron, I'm not talking about Jasmine Sullivan. Jasmine Sullivan is not a new girl.
Right. Jasmine is bad to the bone.
She's not a new girl.
Jasmine is bad to the bone. That's my girl. I was looking at her some concert clips of hers when she was in London in Paris a couple weeks ago, a week or so ago. And like she was talking about her mom. Like I almost cried sitting there watching that video because I
You
like
said they said
uh,
I think Victoria has.
you can see the pain in her eyes when she talks about her mom and you can hear it in her voice. And I just felt so bad for her. Girl, you see my flowers, girl?
I do, girl.
Girl,
Beautiful.
girl, somebody had sent these to me, a secret admirer, girl. I had gone to my front door yesterday.
I'm so proud of you, Craig,
For what?
for having people come to your house. I don't know these voices, Craig.
Listen, I don't be knowing some of them
I
people they
don't
be
know the
talking about.
choices. I don't know who's different from who. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Money Long though. I
I do
like,
too.
but if we talking about girls that got the down to the floor gravel sing, that girl that was at our show,
Oh, that what's her name? Kira.
baby, she came through. Sometimes you,
Oh, you mean the girl from the audience?
baby.
Oh yeah, she sang. Oh yeah, she sang. She sang. I was telling them about the August show when you went to the bathroom. Don't forget to get their tickets for the last residency show at City Winery. Did they lock in the other one?
September 18th. I gotta see. I gotta check with Trent.
Okay.
But if all goes well, Nashville, y'all will be seeing us September the 18th.
Right. Excuse me.
Hold on. And you do know that fags mean popular hot ass gossip.
That's right. It's a homonym.
It's right. Popular hot ass gossip. And we're two popular hot ass gossipers. Bitch, when them hoes get on those large platforms, on those breakfast clubs, and on those DL Hughley shows that reach millions, you fucking right. I'm gonna hold on. I gotta make sure I get the right sound correct before you, because I'm gonna have
Girl, fuck them signs.
I'm gonna have you repeat that. If that was written, nobody can write shit for motherfucking me, ho. They may write on that Instacart app that you go in there and pick up those eggs, those apples, and those grapes, bitch, and you drop it off to their motherfucking door. They may write that on the app so that you can do that. Hey y'all, this is T.S. Madison. We need you to come out and join us for some good old hot, nasty fun for the Maddie in the Morning Show live at the City Winery. And baby, listen, it is going to be lit. And oh honey, ain't no Maddie in the Morning Show live without some good old nasty fag talk. Ain't that right, Craig?
You better know it, bitch. Get over to fagtalk.com and get your tickets. June 19th, July 5th, or August 14th. Or come to all of the motherfuckers.
That's what you gotta do, honey. Don't meet us there, bitch. Beat us there.
Not the other one. But that counts.
Girl, what is this? Plum burgundy? All right.
August the 14th, y'all get y'all tickets, child. Come on out and see the dolls. Come on out August the 14th. That's www.factor.
Did he update it?
No matter how you feel, speak the words, and you will be healed. Let me ask.
Okay. I can't stand folding clothes. Do you hear me?
Girl, listen, I'm gonna hire me a live-in.
Listen, my cleaning lady really does a good job of folding all the clothes and stuff, but sometimes by the time she's
When I get back home, I'm hiring me somebody to live in the house with us.
to do what?
Everything I asked God to give me in the next place, He gave it to me. I said I wanted a house in the back where I could have the what is the word? I don't want to say, girl, Craig, help me say the right word so I don't say
What? Like a servant's quarter?
I didn't want to say. I didn't want to use that word. What's
Well,
the
I mean, I don't know
other
how else you describe it.
word?
A guest house. Guest house.
Yeah, no, but that's not for gas. It's for
The cleaning lady's house. I don't know how else to say it.
But they're really not the
Oh
cleaning
no,
lady.
baby, here's what you call it. You call it a house governor. But a house governor really does more than that. Like the house governor will take care of all like the cable bill. Like for example, like they make an appointment to like set your Wi-Fi up. they would take care of that stuff, make sure that the lawn care is done, the people are coming to cut the grass. Like they would take care of the stuff around the house. That's what that really is. But what you gonna have this person living in the house to do?
Bitch, to do what must be done. Clean.
My cleaning lady comes every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
She
but
does.
see, I don't need them to be every 2 weeks. I need them to be there all the time.
But what you gonna have them doing? Cooking?
Cleaning. Bro, that's a big house. That house is big. Like I was
Yeah,
walking through
it
that
is.
bitch the other day and I was like, oh my God, the dust that I have to get out of here.
Yeah. And then
Oh
it's
my
just so many
God.
parts of it. Yeah.
Okay, Nicholas Hedda said the housekeeper. Housekeeper, okay. But they gonna, you know, and Miss Mary, they gotta like Miss Mary. I'm just gonna get me an AI. I'm gonna get a Megan.
Mm, mm, mm. A Megan.
They said Florence. Okay, can we call them that? I want to give me a Florence butler and a maid. I don't want a I don't want a butler. I don't want a man living there. But Miss Mary ain't gonna live though.
She's not.
Miss Mary is gonna be so
Well, Miss
not
Mary
doing.
can't. Miss Mary. Well, the cleaning part is fine. I don't think she would care about that.
Yeah, she would.
Well, Miss
She don't
Mary
want
don't
the.
be. Miss Mary don't be
She don't
cleaning
want
the
the
house.
housekeeper. She don't want the housekeeper to go in her room at the house at the other house.
Oh, for real?
No.
Why
Somebody
not?
said fruit. Craig,
Well,
you know what kind of
you just got
mama we got.
you just got to kind of adjust her, get her. You have to acclimate her to it. You see, I had these pendant lights hung right here. Instead of doing like a nightstand, a lamp on the nightstand, I had them hang them from the
Yeah,
from the.
it's like I got him in that red room in there.
Oh, I don't know if I saw them. Yeah.
Yeah. I like
And
this wallpaper.
oh, thanks. Yeah.
I like that you changed that.
Yeah. I did.
I like that wallpaper. It's very nice.
Thank you very much. It's custom, even though the kids be trying to let me have it when I say that.
Girl, it's nice. You say what happened? Chi Chi, Lizzie said what happened to Chi. Chi Chi is at my house now, but he's not a housekeeper. Chi Chi's not my housekeeper. I'm talking about a housekeeper that's gonna live there 24/7.
Right.
That can drive my mama around if she need to.
Yeah. Oh, so you looking for like a house governor.
Yeah.
Now, girl, how much you think you gonna pay them?
I don't know. I have to decide.
Girl, you can't be trying to pay them in Starbucks
And
gift cards.
rubles?
In Starbucks gift cards.
Oh no, good. I've never paid a Starbucks gift card there. It's either you get, you know, you don't
Okay.
know.
But no, I do understand like why people have like full time people because I mean it is a lot when you come back from out of town.
Girl, it's just like I can't do it. Murder. I know I'm going to. I know I'm going to work. Like I'm gonna always work. Like I'm not gonna
Right.
not work.
Oh,
Craig.
look, and the curtain lady that I was trying to send to you, she put these curtains in here.
Yeah, they look good. Is that like an orange in there?
It's like rust.
You say, well, no, they're not going to be any traveling. They're not traveling. They just live there at the house, and they live there, and it has to be like a Florence or a Jeffrey or a
So they're gonna live in the house with you, or they gonna live in that other one?
I'm thinking about it.
Right. Well, where would you put them? Downstairs? Uh-huh.
Girl, you
Yeah.
sounded that you made it sound like a dog.
No. I'm saying like where in the house. No, I think downstairs is good. I don't think I would do it outside because I mean not outside, but the guest house because I would want to use that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I were you, I would want to use that.
What? You know, like when your nephew or whoever came up, didn't they stay out there at some point? Or
Girl, they went out there, girl.
let them people live.
Girl, I bought furniture and all kind of shit.
But out there,
It said, what about Chi Chi? Girl, Chi Chi, I love my Chi Chi, but Chi Chi trying to smoke weed and be in the streets. I don't want none of that. I need somebody grown.
we all got jobs around here. Tomorrow, you start looking. Miss Allen, you going to the club tonight? Yeah, Mama, I gotta meet Reggie down there. Okay, well, take Anime with you. Mama, I got a word. Take Anime with you. I got a date. I need some privacy.
And Eileen, you cut off my pearls, girl. You cut off my pearls.
Oh God. No, it's all them chillings you've been eating, Mama. Don't get
Girl,
smart.
somebody put black jobs down there.
Right. Oh my God. That is too funny.
Actually, I want me a Spanish lady.
All right, well, let me get out of here before they say that. All right, listen, y'all have an amazing day. I'm gonna get on up out of
Why?
here.
Because I said I want a Spanish lady.
All right, y'all have an amazing day.
I need to get this lady right here.
See y'all. Get that lady who called about the car that day. You selling that? Call her.
No, I need this one right here. They came here.
Right. Like, have you ever thought about moving east?
Yeah. Would you like to come? You so clean. You want to be my mate?
I gotta go. Get bye, y'all.
You so clean.
Get out. Bye.
You want to be my mate? Get my children out of here. They said not many abducted people. Get, get my children out of here. Bitch, I want something to eat now. Hold on. Girl, you in the shower? Y'all ain't hungry? Yeah. Bitch, I want some oysters. Of course. Okay. Bye, girl. Get my children out of here. No matter how you feel, speak the words. You not hungry? Oh, I'm already dead. Come on. The place where I want to go. Yeah. Yes, God, honey. Yeah. Who? No, child, that hoe in the shower. Tell Angel to come on so he can get us. Okay, bye. I'm ready to eat. All right, y'all. Let me Let me go, honey, because I want me some oysters. You said I want a Rican. You said Latinos be doing much. Shit, let me tell you something. My sister-in-law came to my motherfucking house, bitch. The shit was washed, waxed, and everything, baby. Washed and waxed. Anyway, we gone. This shit, I spent 2 hours and some change with y'all. You said go on and get the sea boogers. Hush up. Hush. Yes, I want a professional. Thank you. Get you a little fine Rican house boy. No, no, baby. No. Ain't no man gonna be living in the house with me, baby. They could come visit, but ain't no man living in the house with me. They ain't living on the property or near the property. I think in order for a relationship to work or any kind of relationship, you don't need to live in the house with your partner. I think y'all the partners need to live separate. Separate. I ain't got time to be motherfucking to doing my will and telling a bitch putting a specific name that if something happened to me, they got 48 hours to get out. Mm-mm. I think that people should live. All partners should live in separate places. They should have separate. Because you get tired of seeing the same motherfucking hoe every day. You get tired of seeing the same bitch every day. That's like eating the same food every day, every single day, eating the same food. Shit. No. Let me miss that plate. Yeah. Anyway, I try to give y'all enough content, girl. Cause I'm gonna be off the grid for a second. You know. That was it. That's what I heard. Yeah, facts. Agreed. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like the relationships that work the best is when y'all married, but y'all still dating. I think you should still date your partner. I think after people get married, they stop dating their partner. I think they stop dating their partner. Like they don't date them anymore. They don't have a crush on their partner anymore. They don't have a drive or they don't have this stuff for their partner anymore. Like they don't have a need to be there because it's like, okay, I wake up, there you go. Come home. But see, this is for me as a person that doesn't have children. So some of y'all have kids and stuff like that. So end up having y'all have to do that because y'all have children together. You have these, I don't want kids. I have no interest in children. My brother can have all the kids that he want. I don't want no kids. I don't want kids. I'm not interested in children. I don't want to adopt. I don't want to do any of that. Like I don't want nothing holding me down from living my full potential of life. I want to live life until the last day. And so not to say that because you have kids you can't live life, but I don't even that's why I don't have no animals. I don't have any animals either because I ain't got time to be trying to stop to feed no motherfucking dog or making sure the dog gotta eat or man, bitch, I got ain't got time for that. I don't want no animals, pets, children. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want no bird. I don't even want no motherfucking fish. I don't even want to feed no damn fish because it's just like, girl, this is an added thing that I have to do. And sometimes my life gets really, really, really busy. And I could imagine me being so busy. I'm like, oh my God, the dog is dead. The dog is dead. Did I feed the dog? Did I feed the fucking dog? The dog is dead. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I put the bird feed in there? Oh shit, the bird. Me just having that epiphany, like, oh my god, it's the same way with children. Like I don't want no motherfucking kids because first of all, I love my nieces and nephews. I love my brother's kids to the floor. But when it's time for them to go home, I love to see them at home. I love to see them on the webcam and stuff like that. Hi Tia, like hi baby, hi baby. I love to see that. But then I need them to. I ain't got time. I ain't changing no pampers. I ain't going through. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not trying to tell you to get somewhere and sit down. I'm not trying to have you over here in my business while I'm watching TV and you want to watch it. When my nephews and stuff come to come see me, the TVs, all the TVs on the children's network, the children, just cartoons and shit all day. And I ain't talking about the hentai. I ain't talking about those cartoons. I ain't talking about the hentai. I'm talking about the damn cartoons and shit that I'm like, girl, I don't want to watch the Inside Out. I don't want to motherfucker see the Inside Out. Even though that shit was good though. I don't want to watch these goddamn cartoons. I don't want to, I don't, you know. I think children is for a time in a person's life, and this is just my opinion. I think children is for a time in a person's life when they really ain't got nothing else to really too much do. I'm not trying to find no fucking babysitter. I ain't trying to be missing. Like I can't go nowhere because I got to figure out who gonna watch the children because I need to go somewhere. No, I don't want no kids. No, you niggas can have kids all y'all want to. I love y'all kids from a distance. Hey, children. Hey. All right, Kim, home now. Go home, children. Get this children out of here. I got too much whatnots and shit all over my counters and tables and shit and too much stuff like whatnots and plates and gadgets and shit all on tabletops and children don't give a fuck. They run and you've been spent a whole bunch of damn money and next thing you know the children running up knock your shit over. You over here like I can't buy another one of those. I don't got time for that. I don't want no in the heat of no in the heat or lust of the evening where I'm and then it's somebody pregnant or you know what I'm saying, then it's like now we got kids. No, those are your children. Mm-mm. I be sitting there watching Kiki Wyatt have all them damn kids. I'm like, God damn. Which one is it? 14? Is number 14? 16? Okay. All right. I'm about to call her Lavata Washington. My great great grandmother, Lavata Washington, she had 22 children and then she died. It wasn't nothing left for her to do. Bitch, when I tell you that shit made me fall out on Jackie Washington, Bo Letha, and Lavata Washington. My grandmother, Lavata Washington, had 22 children and then she died. It wasn't nothing else for her to do. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Dude. Mm-mm. What did you say? I love it. You say I probably had a bunch of kids in my past life. I don't know, because I don't want nail in this one. Shit, I done had a lot of kids in this life. I just flushed them. I I don't I don't carry so many children in this life. Wait a minute, somebody cursing me. Hold on. Somebody said, man, your life is so charmed right now. At this point in life, your future man will end up being from another country altogether. Yeah, well, listen, long as he don't come with a whole bunch of children, cause I ain't doing shit for him. I ain't cooking for him. I ain't babysitting them. I ain't cleaning them. I ain't doing a motherfucking thing. If he come with a bunch of kids and a nanny, we all right. We okay. We all right. Wait a minute. They said the president tested positive for COVID. Oh Lord. Mom, it seems like us in the funky bus, we're gonna be planning the funeral soon. Ah, oh, ooh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ, son. We planning the funeral soon, child. Oh my God. It's gonna be a funeral. Oh my goodness. Uh, yeah, child. The other one that got shot at it. It's all a publicity stunt. The other one that got shot in the side of the damn head, and this one that got COVID, man. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, child, I'm sleepy. I'm finna take me a little nap till the children come down here and tell me they outside. I love y'all. I chopped it up with y'all. I had a good time chopping it up with y'all. I even brought the faggy Craig. You said beware the people you let in your home. Listen, I don't let nobody in there. If you're not a worker, if you're not somebody in the house working, like construction and ain't you ain't in my home. Like I don't have home people's coming in the house. No, no. Uh-uh. I love you too, West Key. All right, hey Shelby. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Hit that like and subscribe. Please make sure you subscribe, like and subscribe. All right, I'm sleeping now. My eyes done got low. All right. Let me see how you getting this. I love y'all. Bye, y'all.